And if everything is set up the way that it's supposed to be set up, there were other parts of that sentence.
Nah. There weren't actually. You're just lying to yourself.
Yeah, probably. Come on, YouTube. You got this. We're here. It's another Monday already. That's actually baffling.
I know, right?
It's honestly kind of baffling that a whole week has gone by already. I really need to, like, make a fucking caption for when I share it on X and Facebook. I get so lazy when it gets to that point. It's just like, here, the stream. It's a stream. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome back to some more Paranormasight, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. I am here with Chris, my lovely friend.
You're a liar. I'm not lovely.
See, I can't say anything negative because those go to PJ, so I have something. Unless there's some sort of neutral thing I can say.
The correct answer to that would be eh.
Fair enough. Yeah. Last time we started the game and got through the entirety of the prologue, and much to I will readily admit, much to my absolute satisfaction and relief, Chris actually hooked on to the game.
It's interesting.
Because as I said last stream, usually when we do these duo or trio or group stream, whatever it is, it's somebody else guiding me through a game. It really hasn't been the other way around. So I was a little nervous, but here we are. So I did allude yesterday when I was announcing this stream that we might have a different way of being able to play it. Unfortunately, it did not pan out. Team has remote play, and we were trying that out, but unfortunately, it is game by game basis. So, but for those of you, but for the information of everybody, the idea that Chris presented was that a remote play it over to him. That way, he has control. He would be playing the game, and I would be guiding him through. Not so much. So I am still the one in control, much to everybody's dismay. But I should say, as before, this game is a little bit more highly rated in terms of features than many of the other games that we play. It's a lot more violent. It's a lot darker. So just keep that in mind, especially if you have kids or whatever that are watching this. Hey, you know what? Your kids decide that they want to see a game where people get murdered and suicided and shit. Go for it, but I would not recommend it personally. So with that out of the way, and me actually clicking into the game,
That would be nice, yeah.
we are here at the chapter select screen, for lack of a better term. As I said before, we did the prologue last week, where we followed Shogo Okie, who kind of just led us through how the game went. I was thinking on the details of this over the week, and I realized that what I said was not entirely correct. I believe Shogo does exist, but we are going on the timeline where he just died from the curse. So like,
so you were only slightly incorrect.
I believe I was slightly incorrect. Because obviously the Whispering Canal still exists, so somebody has to have been the victim of that, and the only two that we have are Shogo and fuck, I forgot what her name was. Yoko. So I believe Shogo does exist. He's just dead.
Right.
So we have three options here. I don't necessarily remember which direction would lead to like interesting points or whatever. Oh, he did. Hi, Vicky.
Yeah.
So with that,
Then let's tackle someone we haven't seen yet. Let's go to Schoolgirl.
we're gonna go Yako. Sure.
We're gonna go to Yako.
Spirit board. Yako Sakazaki. Yako Sakazaki. I have something in my throat real bad. Jesus. Searches for the rite of resurrection, hoping to revive her friend who jumped to her death. To get the information she needs, she meets with a classmate, Mio Kurozuzu, in their classroom at midnight to attempt using a spirit board. Actually, this is a very good place to start.
Are you sure this wasn't Akane? Ha.
Isn't she the one who met with a terrible fate? Maybe.
Well, not in this timeline, evidently.
Yeah, as I was saying before, this is all starting way back at the beginning without Shogo's influence.
Gotta love timeline shenanigans.
Oh yeah, that should be everything. Okay, let's start. Ready for this, Yako?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Question mark? Okay, I'm ready.
High school student, Yako Sakazaki. And let's immediately read about her.
Of course.
Yako Sakazaki. And because you're stuffing your face with food, I suppose I got this.
Yes.
Yako is a student in Class 2C at Komagata High School, unable to comprehend why her childhood friend and classmate Michio Shiraishi? Yes. Committed suicide. She attempted to investigate the incident herself. However, she was unable to make any progress and, feeling desperate, invited transfer student Mio Kurozuzu to join her in performing a spirit board ritual. No go with Shogo. Yeah. The way that I believe that it works is that Shogo still exists in the realm of this story. He's just dead. Like he just immediately got knocked off with the Whispering Canal. Born and raised in Honjo, Sumida City, Yako's family has owned and operated the beloved candy shop Sonoya since its establishment in the early Showa era.
I will say that the phrasing of "he just got knocked off" was not the greatest phrasing.
Yeah. He got knocked up with the Whispering Canal.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's why he died so quickly. Couldn't handle it.
Yep. Despite her modest appearance, Yako is a cheerful and vivacious young woman with a sense of duty and compassion so strong she is easily moved to tears. She is also a bit quick-tempered and quarrelsome, always prepared to stand up against those who harm her friends or family. It is possible, however, that this readiness to fight is more driven by an innate love of chaos. Yako's winning streak against arrogant boys and scraps since she was a child remains unbroken, and she is the source of considerable stress for her mother.
Oh boy.
You would not think that by just looking at her. Okay, let's start. You gotta remember that she is not the older woman. It's a different voice. This is the spirit board. This is how we'll be communicating. First, we'll both put a finger on the 10 yen coin that's on the board. Doesn't this sound familiar?
This is the most primitive Ouija board I've ever seen.
The reason I asked if it sounds familiar is that we did a little something along these lines with the 10 yen coin in World Ends with You.
Oh,
if
I
you
know.
remember that.
Oh, I'm fully aware of that whole thing. Those
It's so
controls
stupid.
were certainly interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta actually do that.
Can
Like
I-
this?
Can you burn a Waluigi board? A Luigi board?
A Luigi board.
Just like that. Relax your finger as much as you can. Now for the chant. Repeat what I say, okay? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Your turn.
Oh, Scepter of Spirit of the Spectre board. Oh, dang.
Which one will you say? I will say straight up that most of these options, they will not progress things. Like, it won't progress until you actually say the right answer. So, if you want to have fun with it, that is completely up to you.
Oh, Spirit of the Spectre board. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Horde.
Is that what you want?
Yes. please visit us. We're lonely. Spirit of the Spectre board, Spirit of the Spectre of the Spirit Horde, please visit us.
You're a bit off.
Huh?
Just relax, I'll say it again. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Your turn.
Wait, why did they give it to us twice? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit board.
Make sure I don't press the wrong thing.
Scepter is funny. And then I guess press it again?
Which one?
Well, I can't just say board because, you know, that's how homophones work. The first option.
Are we doing it correctly? Is that what I'm thinking?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
remember the last one. I
Please
think it's
visit
please
us.
come to... Was it actually please visit us?
I believe so.
Spectre of the Spirit board, Spectre of the Spirit board, please visit us.
Good. Please tell us if you are there. Yes.
Whoa, it really moved.
Looks like we succeeded in the summoning. We can ask questions now.
Right, questions.
Start with a question you know the answer to and see the response. Then, when you know your questions are being answered truthfully, you can ask what you really want to know.
Okay, I'll start with something simple. Also, you're very right, Vicky. That get us 2,000% done with that.
See, she had that face on before. Like, that's really the only face that we've seen her with.
Yeah,
But
I know, but it's just perfect.
as the response to that, yeah.
What is this girl's name? What is the name of the girl across from me?
Oh!
Mio. Yeah, see?
You didn't even use that weird character you used to spell your name. Wait, what?
What, I?
No. I think that's a wrong line response. Because I think that was supposed to be for what was my name. Huh. How flattering. No, I gotta get up in my upper register. What the fuck is going on right now? Can't reach
Child Rob.
Kind of flattering. Look at girl. Miyokuro Suzu. It's either that or that was supposed to be Yako saying it. Whatever.
Or it's a translation. It was a lost in translation thing.
Maybe. Mio transferred to Class 2C at Kamigata High School about 2 months ago. Although she's an extremely mild-mannered young woman, she exudes a somewhat off-putting dark aura, which makes it difficult for her to form friendships. Mio has, however, found a friend in her classmate Yako Sakazaki, and has begun opening up to her little by little. You know what? I'm thinking it probably is a translation error. That probably made sense in Japanese, but it doesn't translate to English.
Mm.
The truth of the matter is that Mio is the apprentice of a famous psychic. Possessing exceptional spirit sense, she takes on the troublesome task of surreptitiously handling spiritual disturbances that break out in schools across Tokyo before they become a problem. She transfers schools frequently as a result, and thus has trouble making human friends. Mio has already solved an incident in Kamigata High School involving a female student possessed by a spirit. Although she takes effort to hide her spirit sense, many develop an impression that Mio has a deep knowledge of the occult and the paranormal upon first meeting her, leading her to be anxious that her secrets have been exposed. The most common comment she receives is that she seems to get along well with crows and black cats. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I am not using a toad voice.
I'm just a little baby girl.
We ain't doing that. I also could not keep that up even if I tried.
You'd have to be an absolute insane person to be able to keep up a toad voice for a long period, extended period of time.
I
I don't know who that could ever be in any way.
don't know at all.
No. I bet. I'm 1,000. Nope.
Good.
I bet even the teachers get it wrong all the time. I guess these paranormal beings just tend to take a liking to you.
Yeah, this entire interaction is based off of a wrong assumption. Something got translated wrong somewhere.
Perfect.
I don't know how I should feel about that. All right.
Okay, what's my name? I think it should know the answer to this. Spectre of the Spirit Board, what is my name? Huh?
Hmm?
What's the matter?
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's a hindsight knowledge thing. That's interesting. How strange. No.
No. What is my name? No. Huh? It told me no?
I bet it means it doesn't know the answer. It may be the Spectre of the Spirit Board, but it doesn't know everything.
Really? But it knew your name, Mio. Is this spirit really the real deal?
Yako confirmed Pokemon protagonist.
Lol.
Good. It's fine.
I feel like it's giving me the attitude.
Yeah, we could ask again.
Okay, then what is my name? I'll ask it again. What is my name?
Say my name. No. It didn't even hesitate this time.
Is it really you? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, are you truly the Spectre of the Spirit Board?
Don't fight the ghost. Or you know what, Vicky, you could do that for us. You can fight the ghost for us. It's fine. No.
It said no? Is it lying?
Not quite. Spectre of the Spirit Board is just a temporary name we call them when using the board. We're actually calling a spirit with a strong tie to this place, or one of the people participating. In other words, a spirit that just happened to be nearby just felt like answering. Listen, you were the one that made the comment. You threw yourself in front of the firing squad, okay? As I'm, like, doing hand movements like you could see me.
Yeah.
They don't really think of themselves as the Spectre of the Spirit Board.
Oh, really?
I pitched. God damn it.
Child, Rob. Huh. Feels like some of the mystique has disappeared. Do you mind if I still call you the Spectre of the Spirit Board?
Yes, you do mind, or yes, it's fine? Well...
Okay. Thanks.
Always good to remember to say please and thank you. Okay.
I want just that to just be Spirit Board. Please remember to say please and thank you, and that's it.
Due to the cult craze, divination has become popular amongst young boys and girls. All one needs is a coin and a piece of paper with letters and numbers written on it. Using these, all one has to do is ask a question of the called upon spirit, and it will move the coin and answer. It is believed to be a tool that was adopted from Western spiritualism and molded by Japanese occult enthusiasts. What would the Western equivalent of that be?
Fortune telling?
Especially with, no, I mean, I guess. Yeah. With the coin in particular. Because obviously we have, like, the tarot cards and shit.
Well, it would be the plancha, would it not?
The what now?
The plancha. The thing that you use on a Ouija board?
Oh. Yeah, okay. Did the Ouija board really come out first? Huh. Hold on.
If this is led to be believed.
Hey Siri. What year did the Ouija board come out? 1890. Huh. This takes place in like the. No, well, when it
It's hard to take place in the 90s. We already know that it's in the past.
Well,
around when color TVs were just new.
That's what I'm thinking. Hey Siri. What year did colored TVs come out? 1953. Yeah, okay. So nearly 100-year difference. That's not how math works. It's like 50 years.
Yeah, we're not even 100 years older than the Ouija board are.
Not that I'm. Yes. Well. Okay. Saying between the release of color TV and the Ouija board. That's what I was. Okay. Whatever. Now we have our answer. It's historically accurate. Ouija board rated 0 out of 10. Ghost had attitude and didn't say jack. Yeah, that was my most recent my most recent thing myself. I had to call out to everybody, but I think they're gone. I think they gave up on me. Which I don't blame them. I didn't do shit for like 7 months. But I'll have to ask Suzie about that later. That was considered a form of divination, the ritualistic nature of its uses can cause self-hypnosis or autosuggestion, leading to hallucinations or symptoms similar to spirit possession. Many schools banned these spirit boards after there were several cases of students sneaking into schools at night, in addition to stories of people having seizures when using the boards.
Oh man, I wonder if Mio's gonna have any of those happen before we go on our killing spree.
I don't know.
Hold on.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
Okay. It's probably the soup. The soup is probably the thing that's fucking with my voice, because it's potato bacon, but it's cream based. But it's don't drink milk before trying to do anything vocal. That phlegm will get you. Yep, dairy. Drink water? That's what I did. I'm trying to fight my soup with water.
Water is good. Or water adjacent.
As you open what? Seltzer?
Maybe. What is this place?
There's gonna be a lot of throat clearing in this stream.
Did you really actually have milk before starting the stream?
I'm having soup. I'm having potato bacon soup from work.
Potato bacon soup?
Yeah. My favorite out of our lineup.
I mean, I don't know soups. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, where are we?
Where are we right now?
Apparently we're at soup.
Hi. That doesn't answer my question.
Oh, not Heisk.
Interesting. So that's how you do a double letter.
High school. High school. That's right. But you didn't know?
The answers don't seem very precise.
What? What, Vicky? What?
Just disappointment. Just disappointment all around.
Do you not know I'm a picky eater? All right. It's time to try asking serious questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, who does Mio have a crush on? What is the name of the boy Mio has a crush on?
Hey, you're not gonna ask that kind of question.
Doesn't everybody ask this kind of stuff with spirit boards? Besides, I'm curious.
No. Let's not do this. No.
No. It said no. Guess that must mean you don't have a crush on anyone.
Ghost is gonna air a visit. Nah, Ghost is more respectful than that. Yeah, that's it. No is correct. Let's move on.
Or maybe... Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, do you mean the boy isn't in our class?
Yep.
Wow!
Hey, stop that. Don't make me exercise you. Wow.
If
that
that's the
delivery
case...
was terrible.
It was something for sure.
Hey, stop that. Don't make me exercise you.
If that's the case, then... Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, is it a teacher at our school?
You know, because this is Japan and this is totally socially acceptable.
This is actually acceptable in Japan.
No. No.
Aw, no good, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Doctor, cut it out already. We made the effort to sneak in at night. We shouldn't waste time with these questions.
You've got a point. Counterpoint. This is fun. Michio's cause of death. Okay, here I go. I'll be serious now.
Yes, please.
Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did Michio Shiraishi in our class, who died by committing suicide by jumping 1 week ago, really commit suicide?
Nope.
Murder.
No, it really wasn't.
I'm not surprised. I never believed it from the start. Now is the important part.
I'm not surprised, despite the the 3 dots and the exclamation mark in my previous text box.
No, that would signify the...
Yeah. Hmm.
I'm not surprised.
Michio Shiraishi. Michio was a second-year student at Komagata High School. She was found deceased 1 week ago in a back alley off South Warigasui Street. Her entire body broken and severely contorted. Police determined that Michio committed suicide by jumping from a nearby apartment building. As there was no suicide note, the police based their conclusion on interviews with Michio's peers. Sounded like you wanted to say something.
Bruh, Michio looks like if Toko wasn't a degenerate.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's got like literally everything down, sans the face and maybe the hair color. Not the face, the glasses and maybe the hair color.
Yeah, you're right. Does strike some resemblances there. Michio was an honor student with a good head on her shoulders and consistently excellent grades, making her a favorite among the teachers. Although she appeared somewhat reserved, she had a positive outlook on life and a courageous spirit. I already get a fucking pit in my stomach just from reading that.
Oh boy.
Especially knowing Japan. Ugh. Michio and Yako formed a long-lasting friendship during childhood, with Yako's unbending, uncompromising attitude deeply influencing Michio. However, beneath her strong exterior, Michio had been pushing herself too hard and keeping her emotions bottled up to the point where they risk overflowing. Following her father's death 3 years ago and moving to a new house, Michio began avoiding Yako. Although the two remained in the same area of town and attended the same high school, they gradually grew further apart. Yako worried herself worried for her childhood friend, but incapable of wading into complexities of Michio's home life, kept her distance. The days passed, and though Michio longed to confess everything to Yako, the moment to do so never came. Michio carried an old talisman, a memento of her father, with her at all times.
Cause of death. Well, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did Michio Shiraishi die in an accident?
Yes.
It said yes.
I know. I don't know why I bought the new spirit board with added sound effects, but
Yes.
no.
Just fucking stock sound effects that just pop up. This is before Hasbro took over.
Oh God. You're right though.
So it was an accident, not a suicide.
Michio.
And did she flip and fall from that apartment building?
Flip?
Or flip. Yeah. Did she do a backflip, snap the bad guy's neck, and save the day?
And then fall from the apartment building?
And then fall somehow? Did it flip like Miles Morales from Into the Spider-Verse and fall down the apartment?
Nope. Huh? She didn't.
What do you mean?
Hey yo, she flipped!
Oh! Michio didn't die falling from the apartment building?
Thank God, phone, stop. I know, it's snowing. Shut up.
Lol. It's gonna be snowing over here tomorrow.
Yes.
No way! If that were true, Then why was she lying on the ground like that in the back alley of the apartment building?
It was an
She was
accident.
probably pushed over after death. I mean,
Not a fall?
oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, what happened to Michio on that day? No.
Seems like it doesn't know the details.
Where is the rite of resurrection? And how about... Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. I'm getting really tired of saying this. We want to use that rite of resurrection to bring Michio back to life.
Commit to the bit.
Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Can we tell Rob to shut the fuck up?
No.
Damn it. Do you know where the rite of resurrection is?
I wonder.
Huh? Ah! What? What is this? Can I call you Steve? No.
Aw.
Stop! Stop! I'm scared, Mio!
Calm down. You can't let go before it's over. Stop. I can hear the procession. Please stop. It hurts. That one's you.
Such deep sorrow. Resentful memories flowing into my mind.
Fool's procession. Those who hear it shall fall into the depths of hell. Kill them. Kill them! Those who hear this sound, kill them all! You have acquired the power of the cursed stone, the Fool's Procession. You can use it to kill those who hear the sound produced by the curse echo for more than 30 seconds. The effect will be negated if you are seen in that time.
Didn't fucking Nerdy Bitch have that curse in
No.
Shogo's run?
No, that was the Foot Washing Mansion, and it's only if you can hear the voice of the spirit echo. There was also
Okay.
no time limit to it.
It was the instant you heard it, you couldn't unhear it, and then
Right.
you would die shortly after.
Yes, and well, the instant that you heard it, you would the qualifications for the curse stone would be ready, and then you could be killed at any time. But yeah, basically.
Right. And I guess we don't know what those qualifications are outside of the fact that they just have to hear the stone.
Right. The Fool's Procession.
So we also have to be in stealth. We can't be seen while
Correct.
this curse is happening.
Correct. You have to be in stealth for 30 seconds while the sound is playing, and then you can kill somebody. Probably one of the more complicated curse stones and hard ones to use.
It sounds it.
Fool's Procession. First, we have the superstition. A mysterious tale regaling an encounter had by a daimyo at the residence in Honjo's Ushijima, now Komagata High School. When walking around his estate, he heard the sound of music, much like that of a Kagura performance. He commanded his people to find the source, but no matter how much they searched, the music would fade when one neared the Waragasui Canal. The source of the sound was never located. The story is also known as the Procession of the Tanuki, as many were of the belief that it must have been these mischievous tricksters behind it all. Good that. But now the reality. First of all, cursed power kills by fatal fall. Kills by fatal fall one who hears its music for 30 seconds without seeing the curse bearer. Now, that doesn't mean that they teleport the person up into the air.
No, it means that they react as if they've been dropped, similar to the drowning one, where they
Correct.
act as if they've been drowned.
Correct. Their body will reflect that of somebody who has fallen without actually going through it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
A resentful memory. Omio stood atop a tall festival tower. It was her time to shine, and she was ecstatic. It had been years since she had joined the troupe, but she had yet to enjoy her day in the spotlight. She wasn't particularly pretty, nor was she all that talented. As a gossip and a loudmouth, she wasn't well liked by her peers. Some of the other girls thought of her as a teacher's pet and bullied her. I don't care about them, she thought. I used the chance to make something of myself. Everything was perfect. She wore a beautiful kimono and an okame mask over her face. The stage was set. The accompaniment began. She danced with everything she had. Applause rained down upon her from the crowd, her breath hastening with excitement. I gotta catch my breath. That's strange. I can't take my mask off. The smell of glue assaulted her nostrils. So, that's how it is. I knew it was too good to be true. The screams were drowned out by the music as she squirmed and struggled. Omio was giving it her all today. We have to keep up. The crowd livened even more. No, please someone help me. She fell from the tower, writhing in pain, as she begged those around her for help. Music stopped in time with Omio's heart. So, a very unpopular girl played to a victim to a deadly prank.
Oh, fun. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar.
You got it, Vicky. Now, kill. Can you hear it, Curse Bearer? You who so strongly desires the rights, kill them. All right. We shall continue.
Yes. So we can hop back and forth if we wanted to.
At the end of a chapter, it will always take us back to the chapter select in case we want to go, to another one. But yeah, at this point in time, we can continue on. 2 things to remember. The information they gained from the spirit board suggested that Michio's death was not a suicide. When they continue to press the spirit board for the location of the Rite of Resurrection, a curse echo suddenly appears.
And I guess we have the curse stone on us now?
Yeah, it just materializes.
Fun.
Oh. Hey, did you hear? Someone from our school committed suicide. Really?
Oh my god!
It's Michio from Class C, right? Wait, Michio?
Oh my god!
You're acting pretty.
Basically drowning in your own saliva with that.
Wait,
Oh
like,
my gosh. My god.
Ooh. I bet the suicide's on the news, but for it to happen here, it's a little scary. By the way, isn't there a girl who transferred into Class C recently? I heard about her. She's gloomy. Doesn't stand out much. Did you know that the school that she was at before she transferred had a suicide? What, for real? That seems kind of like... oh god, too much. Did you know? I heard Michio's mom remarried recently. They say her new stepdad's a total jerk. Really? How so? Like, he'd peek up on her while she changes and couldn't keep his hands off her. Even heard he's an ex-con. If she resists him, he gets violent. So scary. No way. I couldn't take that. Probably think about killing myself too if I had to deal with someone like that at home. Jesus. Hear about Michio in Class C? Yeah, she seemed like the stereotypical honor student in her first year, but stopped showing up to class and her grades started dropping after her third semester. She offed herself because her grades were bad? No fair. Thinking about practices make me want to die too. All anyone cares about is test scores and grades.
Did you know that even kids at this school are insensitive as all fuck?
Oh, God. No, I'm kidding. Actually, no. Maybe a little nerdy. There might be some of you who already know, but a member of our class, Michio Shiraishi, passed away last night. Okay, calm down. I know this comes as a surprise, but please keep quiet. Cause of death is still under investigation. There's nothing we know for certain at the moment. Detailed investigation reports will come from the police, so please don't go spreading any rumors, got it? Sending everyone home for today. No dilly-dallying on your way. School will be off tomorrow as well. Hey, you, stop celebrating. Show some respect. There'll be a memorial service scheduled next week at the school assembly, if anyone wishes to pay their respects individually. Back to the fucking guitar music again. Yako? Oh. Sorry to bug you. Just, you seem a little different from your usual self. I hope I'm not being nosy. Oops. I hope I'm not being nosy.
It could. There could have been a noun after that. I hope I'm not being a nosy bitch.
Bitch.
I mean, do we even know if these two are close friends?
Did say that they were that. I'll leave that up to you.
Because, like, if they were close, I would go for the second option. If they're not, you know, formalities aside and all that. But I guess, I guess thanks, Mio. She addressed us by name. But thanks, Mio. Was I acting strange? Was I acting that strangely?
Yeah, like that just now. What the fuck was that? Introduce some jelly monster.
It's a verbal take. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, enough to make me worry. If you want to talk, I'm happy to listen.
Yeah, this is perfect timing. There's actually something I want to ask you.
Yeah?
About the, probably about the rite of resurrection. Hey, Mio? You know about the rite of resurrection, right?
Yeah. It's that thing Mr. Araishi apparently discovered and wrote an article about. I doubt there's many people who don't know. He's always talking about it. Oh god, no.
Do you believe it's Mio? Kissy face.
Well, a little too good to be true to me.
But on the off chance that it really works, we could bring Michio back to life with it. I want to find out. I want to find if I don't know why she was pouting. It threw me off too.
The ducklings
return. I want to find it if there even is the what. I want to find it if there's even the slightest chance of bringing Michio back.
But how will you look for it?
Your eyes are large. Right, that's the thing. About the specter of the spirit board.
About the spirit of the scepter board.
About the spirit of the specter horde. You know that the spirit boards, that thing that everyone's been doing? Where you summon a spirit and ask it whatever you want?
Ah, yeah, I know it.
I want to try it out. There's something I really want to know.
Why are you telling me this? The sector of the
because it's
Steve
about-
board. Steve, get out of here.
Because I need to know about who you're interested in dating.
For no reason.
I mean, you seem like the type to know about this stuff.
Again, just wild assumptions.
Yeah, really.
Oh,
You have a
do?
star in your hair, so clearly you know everything about the occult.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, you look like you're really into that occult stuff. You know, you got that kind of gloomy look. Are you just saying that anyone that looks vaguely depressed is just into ghosts?
I don't know how I should feel about that.
All right, Yako.
Jesus.
But you do know how to do it, right?
Ask your local goth. See, you see about that.
Yeah.
In our case, it's true.
We actually do have a local goth that somehow is localized nowhere near us. We have a local NB goth right around where Arkansas is.
Which apparently is getting hammered with snow.
Yeah,
Like, Jesus.
we're gonna get hammered tomorrow, or I guess in your case tonight.
Yeah. No, that's not the direction the storm is supposed to be going.
Well, at least for me, apparently it's gonna snow Tuesday and Friday.
Yeah, another one. So
Yes, another NB goth.
Okay, I'm trying to introduce Tori and her because like I feel like they would hit it off really well.
As far as I know, we only know the other one. That being said, Suzie would get along with you and Tori.
Yeah.
Because she would get along with Tori's witchiness and your everything.
Although I feel like the power would be too much. I feel like they need to stay separated.
Power overwhelming.
Three of them. Well, yes. I think I probably know a little more than most.
Okay, please help me. You're my only hope. Anakin. Okay, more.
Please don't summon Susano.
It depends on which one. If it's the one from Okami, we're fucked.
It's the one from Final Fantasy. We're fucked.
Okay, please help me. You're my only hope.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
What?
More?
Again. Okay,
Oh.
please help me. You're my only hope.
Okay, alright.
Michio. I wonder why she had to die.
Didn't leave a note or anything, but they announced that it was a suicide.
That can't be right. She would never kill herself. Michio was so happy and always looked on the bright side of things. She loved coming to school.
These fucking faces are gonna
It's
ruin
just
this game. The fucking duck face itself is gonna ruin this game.
Ooh. I know she's going through some hard times, but for her to kill herself?
She's not doing a
Also,
thing.
that's a little insensitive to say.
Jeez. Never get
Like,
a
I get, like, she's right, but like, I mean, she doesn't know that it hasn't been a suicide yet.
Yeah. Also, that hits a little. That statement hits a little hard. Never got a chance to speak with her. She was often absent from school, and when she did come in, she looked depressed. You know, so she knew all about the occult as well, right, Yako? Isn't that how it works?
She must. She must have. You're right. And that's why everyone is so willing to accept that she committed suicide. They acted like they cared, but all they did was gossip about it. It's true.
That is true.
They put together little pieces of information and spread rumors like it's the truth. Like good old high school.
Yep.
Isn't that terrible?
Yes, it is. I've heard some that are really awful. Not funny.
And that's why I keep this very low.
I know, but again, whatever. Just keep it up.
In the end, it doesn't even matter. In the end, the only reason they're able to say stuff like that is because they aren't personally involved.
Oh no. Vicky, please. That sounds fucking painful.
With popping oh. Why did you do that? Friend, what is wrong with you?
What are they giving you at the con? Jesus.
Why would you take Oreos and popping candy together? It's true that she didn't get along with her new stepdad and her grades went down.
This is a serious moment.
It is. It surely is. But to say things like, how sad, no wonder she killed herself. How dare they?
It's the cookie's fault. It came this way. Well,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Doesn't surprise me from Oreo anymore.
She always told me she was okay whenever I talked with her because I was worried.
When somebody says they are okay, I shouldn't say this as a general rule, but maybe don't take it at face value. Maybe look a little deeper than just the words.
Yeah. With the added clapping emojis within every word that you just said.
Sorry.
You literally did. When somebody says she's okay, literally did the thing. You put the clapping emojis around everyone.
I'm picking up that habit. Like, I don't know where the hell that came from. I'm starting to do that more. It's like I'm gonna piss off the wrong person doing that.
Oh my gosh. She would have told me if there was something bothering her so badly she killed herself over it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's not always accurate.
No.
I won't let Michio's death be written off like this.
Oh, that was quick.
Like,
Did have to
maybe
go to
she
bed.
got caught up in something bad.
Something bad?
People have been talking about that body that found in former Yasuda Gardens, right?
Hmm.
Some are saying that this town is cursed or something. You think?
It's Japan. There's always something going on in Japan. Not even just your little town, but just Japan as a whole.
Japan is just Gravity Falls. Like, we all, like, it's been known.
Yes, there has been a strange feeling around things recently. Now we can get the final thing. The thing you wanted to ask, is it...
Yeah, I want to know about the truth behind Michio's death. And where the Rite of Resurrection is hidden.
I see. I don't know if getting the answer to those questions will be as easy as you hope.
Please, the teachers and police aren't any help, and there's only so much you can do alone. And if there's even the slightest chance, then...
Well... Okay. If that would make you feel better, then I'll help. All of Japan has... and Big Gravity Fall killed Dave.
Japan. Good.
I don't get that reference.
I genuinely need to introduce you to that show someday when you're able to, because I think you would actually I think you would actually enjoy the show.
Which show are we talking about?
Gravity Falls.
Oh, okay. Is that
It's a mystery show?
Is that the Hina Mizawa? Is that reference from there?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. She's talking about something separate.
Gotcha.
Hinamizawa syndrome. I have no idea. It's probably an anime reference.
Igu. Nope.
Oh yeah, Higurashi. Yeah, it's probably an anime reference. Yes, thank you, Mio.
Okay, then tomorrow after dark.
And now we want to kill people. An uncontrollable urge to murder.
Case notes regarding the suicide of Michio Shiraishi. Body discovered 1 week ago, died from full-body blunt force trauma in an alley off of South Wargasui Street. Believed to have fallen from the roof of a nearby apartment complex. We know that's not true. Deceased's parents had recently remarried. Parents game. But yeah, one of her parents died, so both of her parents remarried. Rumors among the students suggest physical abuse.
Wait. But here's the thing: they both could have remarried to different people.
Her father died. But
the deceased parents. We're talking about Michio's parents.
Yeah, her father died, and her mother remarried.
Okay.
Anyway, rumors among students suggest physical abuse by her stepfather. May constitute motive for suicide. 12 a.m.
10 a.m. Santa's going down. Santa! Oh my god!
I know him.
I'm glad you picked up on that reference.
I haven't seen Elf in a while, but I know that reference in particular.
I saw it last Christmas.
Mm.
Huh?
Are you awake, Yako?
Hey, so is Yako to do the thing where she's going to accidentally kill her best friend before starting this? I have no idea. It's setting up like it's going to be her accidentally killing her best friend to set things off. But who knows? I don't know. Yeah. What happened?
You can't remember? Oh.
Let's see. We used the spirit board and I suddenly heard something, like this weird voice. And then I passed out?
Yes, as far as I can tell, you aren't experiencing any negative effects. I think it was just a mild shock from how sudden it was.
Was everything okay with the spirit?
Yep, it was almost bad, but I got it to leave. More importantly, what is that thing you have in your hand?
Huh? In my hand?
Ta-da.
Whoa, the heck is this? It looks so freaky. When did I get this?
First stone acquired. The Fool's Procession.
The Fuels Procession.
This is fucking Doctor Who music. What the fuck?
A little bit. that wibbly wobbly timey-wimey music.
Oh, there's so much Whoa, okay. Okay, soprano. Jesus. Oh, there's so much anger and hatred held within it. It looks a little like tools that were used for ancient curses.
What? That's so scary.
Yako, you just said you heard a strange voice, right? Could you tell me what you heard? Anything you can recall? I think it might be connected to that object.
Oh boy. Let's see. It felt like I was at the bottom of a dark place, and then this voice felt like it was echoing in my mind.
My mind.
The soprano. Listen, there's one musician in every game that we play that just goes hard.
Yeah.
Compared to everything else.
We had
There was the violinist, there was the drum,
There's
the drums.
There's the flautist in Pillars.
Oh, that's awesome. It even transcends the games we play. And now the soprano in PARANORMASIGHT.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I have appreciation for music, so it's like, go ahead, but damn.
Bloodborne Doctor Who. After that, it just kept shouting, "Kill them!"
Kill them. I see. Thank you. You are a threat. You must die.
You are a danger to yourself. You're a danger to yourself and others. I must kill you now.
She just takes out a gun. And shoots
Yeah, she takes out the cursed gun. It's just a gun. You shoot, you die.
Oh god, it's Yakumo's gun. It's back.
No, it's Yako's gun.
This is gonna ruin it for me and you. I cannot think of Yako without just thinking of Animaniacs.
I was also thinking of that. I couldn't figure out how to make a joke to bring that in before you brought that up, but I was thinking of that, yes. I was thinking of the fact that she's totally not just Yako Warner in a high school girl suit.
Yako? I think you may have exactly what you need in order to use the Rite of Resurrection. A curse with the power to take people's lives and turn them into soul dregs.
What? You mean this is a real curse?
We're also not asking the more obvious question of how the fuck do you know that?
Yeah, you are very well adept by this knowledge, huh? I know I said I wanted to use the Rite of Resurrection to bring Michio, but bring her back, but why? Why me? Makes no sense.
Man, I want this thing to happen. This thing happens. Why did this thing happen?
I want this thing to happen. Why am I now given the thing that's gonna make this thing happen?
Why?
Why? It makes no sense.
Nako, please calm down and listen.
I can't. But how can I? I mean,
Bitch slapper. Bitch slapper, Mio.
you might be used to these kinds of things, Mio, but I'm not.
Wow. As the camera continues to get closer.
Wow.
Also,
Yako.
more assumptions.
I didn't even really believe in the occult, much less think the spirit board would actually work.
Really stuck the branch in her bike wheel. Yeah, that's a good metaphor for it.
But now after something like that, what the what?
What?
But now after something like that, what choice do I have but to believe? There was no commas in there. And not only that, but a curse that can kill people? What am I supposed to do about that?
I know. It's only natural to feel that way. Anyone would feel confused. But first, you need to calm down. Take a big, deep breath.
Right.
Yes, just like that. In moments like this, the more troubled your heart is, the more its weaknesses are exposed.
Exposed?
Have you calmed down?
Yeah. I'm sorry about panicking.
No, it's okay.
You don't have to apologize about panicking.
Oh yeah. Don't apologize about having emotions.
Clap after every word to emphasize a point.
This fucking microphone. I did not realize it was that sensitive.
It was barely there, but I heard it.
Here's something we feel in the face of the unknown. Long ago, people would give names to phenomena they couldn't understand in order to live with them. However, modern-day developments in science and culture have pushed for the rejection of things that can't be measured. And so, the paranormal has been treated like it doesn't exist. But they've been around since a long, long time ago. You just understand. You can see that there's nothing to be afraid of. First, calming down is the most important. Accept reality for what it is.
Huh? Huh. I only really gave this stuff a shot because it was popular, but you really do have a connection with this stuff, don't you?
Well, I suppose to an extent.
Hey, Mio? What do I do? Where do I start? And am I cursed? Am I going to die?
Okay, I'll take care of the curse. That's why I'm here in the first place.
What?
Trust me. I'll take care of things. It'll be alright.
Thanks. I don't trust that.
Mm,
I was the one who dragged you along to do the spirit board.
it's fine. You're desperate to find a way to try and help your friend. But spirit boards are dangerous. You have to take them seriously. So, I'm glad you invited me. Okay, let's review everything we've learned so far and think of how to move forward.
Okay.
Let's talk.
Okay. Let's talk about the 7 mysteries and get that over with. Because gonna.
The mysterious voice said the cursed stone is called the Fool's Procession, right?
Yeah, that's from the 7 mysteries of Honjo, right?
Up.
Our school is said to be connected with a story of this same name, one of the mysteries.
Right. I don't think it's a coincidence. It's just a guess, but it's possible that you were chosen because it could feel your desire for the rite of resurrection.
7.
If this is the curse of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, then it's possible that there are others who receive curses associated with the other mysteries.
Yeah. That voice also said that there are other curse bearers or whatever you call them. Not only that, apparently you can get a lot of soul drags by killing a curse bearer.
Right, that's certainly not good. Even if we have no intention of killing others with the curse, there's a chance you may be targeted if other curse bearers find us. We have to avoid anyone who has another of the curses. That means we should avoid people at night as much as possible. Learned that from Shogo. Real fucking fast.
Oh, yeah. 'Cause apparently every other person who wasn't just a regular Joe had a curse bearer, or had a curse echo.
Also, if we think about what she just said about her getting the curse stone because she desired the rite of resurrection, that explains why Shogo's activation of the curse was so delayed. Because remember, everything started at midnight, but Shogo didn't get his until after 1 o'clock. And that was only because...
Well, because he was doing it for the sake of Yoko. He didn't truly believe that she was going to be that she was going to die from the curse.
Exactly.
And then the moment she did, he believed and then desired to use the right to bring her back.
Yep. And thus the curse stone was bequeathed onto him. At least that would be a plausible explanation if we didn't see the curse stone on the ground next to Yoko. But that would honestly make a lot more sense than the way that they portrayed it. But whatever. It's a curse.
What is this curse? Am I cursed?
Well, I've only looked into it a little, but I wouldn't say quite say you're cursed. It's more like you've gained the ability to use the power of a curse. So there shouldn't be any kind of negative paranormal effect on you.
The power to use a curse? You mean this curse stone?
Yes, if the curse stone is used under certain conditions, a curse will be placed on someone, taking their life and turning into soul dregs. Soul dregs are said to be required to enact the rite of resurrection. So if we are to assume that this Japanese culture, in some form or fashion, believes in reincarnation, right? Would that mean that the souls that are turned to soul dregs don't get returned to the wheel, effectively being cut off from the cycle?
Probably, yeah, because they're being used as energy for a completely different purpose.
That's scary. Being cut off from a second chance at life just because somebody wants to mess with the system. Normally, a curse is a spell that would only be usable by onmyoji of considerable talent. I believe that curse stone makes it so that even normal people can use them.
So someone like me with no knowledge could curse someone?
Yes, but it's still nothing to take lightly. You could end up having it redirected right at you. Yeah, I knew you would pick that up, Vicky. I knew you would pick that up. Tell you the truth, something unusual did happen while we were using the spirit board. It happened right around midnight, I think. This whole area seemed to be under the effect of the Feast of Shadows.
The Feast of Shadows?
Yes, it's a type of spell that temporarily boosts the potency of the supernatural. It also has the effect of making the powers of certain curse echoes manifest more easily. Judging by its strength, I'd say it probably covers about a 3 to 4 kilometer radius.
3 to 4 kilometers? That's big enough to cover all of Sumida City.
And
Because
only
of course
Sumida
it
City.
does.
And only this city. How convenient.
Of course it does.
Yes. I think the Feast of Shadows was used to cause the resentment lingering in the area to manifest as curse stones. Someone did this.
But who?
I don't know enough to say, but it's likely that it was done by someone who wants to uncover the rite of resurrection. This isn't something to happen naturally.
I see.
Feast of Shadows. A technique that allows one to create a field that temporarily boosts spiritual energy. In addition to amplifying the spiritual power of a particular area, it can also be used to amplify the strength of grudges and desires tied to the area. The effectiveness of the Feast of Shadows is dependent on the ability of the user, but it's possible to limit the scope and range of the spell to such a degree that one could use it to amplify the power of even those not naturally gifted with spirit sense. So what do they call him? It's not wizard, not mage.
Warlock?
Is it warlock?
Wait, what are we referring to?
They used one of those fantasy terms as like common knowledge last stream, and then I can't remember how they phrased it.
Was it a sorcerer?
It might have been a sorcerer. Yeah, so a sorcerer of considerable repute has activated this whole thing. What do we want? Want to continue with the curse?
Curse!
Curse stone's powers can only be used in this area under the influence of the Feast of Shadows. The effects also appear after the sun has set. By setting a limit on when they can be used, the curses are strengthened.
So curses can't be used outside this area or during the day.
Correct. But speaking of limits, to actually use a curse stone to kill someone, it seems there are conditions that need to be met.
Conditions? You mean like how my curse echo needs someone to listen to the sound it makes for 30 seconds? While no one sees you, apparently. To be honest, I don't really understand it. Like, how do I even summon the curse echo or make the sound? Do I just, like, will it? Do you mind if I try?
Stop! You shouldn't be using curses so willy-nilly. Even if there are conditions that have to be met, the power to kill someone without leaving behind evidence is dangerous enough. In that sense, maybe you really have been cursed. I'm sorry that you got wrapped up in the situation even though I was here with you.
Curse!
A curse stone. I think whoever holds it becomes a curse bearer. It would probably be best for me to hold on to it, but...
And I'd feel bad about forcing it on you. Is that even how that works?
No.
Can you just pass curse stones onto the next person?
Definitely food for thought. No, I sense a powerful force rejecting me. I don't think I'd be able to take it.
Really? Why?
We tried separating it from you, the curse may trigger. That's how bad I sense it wants to stay with you.
Oh, so she'll just die from the curse if she gets separated from the stone?
A little bit of a security measure, yeah.
Jeez.
Just to make sure that nobody can get the stone once it's been claimed.
No way.
That curse stone might look like nothing more than old Netsuke carving, but I can sense a powerful, resentful energy from it. I don't think it's a good idea for me to even touch it. I may seem like I know what I'm doing, but I don't know how to handle something this powerful.
Really? This little thing?
If you threw it away and someone with bad ideas picked it up, it could be bad. I think it would be safer to avoid the risk of getting anyone else involved and have you hold on to it for now.
Well, now I'm kind of freaked out.
Anyway, we need to make it to daybreak. I think the curse should weaken once it's morning. I hope you find a way to deal with it then.
Okay.
There are two things you should remember. First, do not fulfill the conditions while it is night. Second, should you happen to fulfill the conditions, don't use the curse.
Right.
Again, her conditions in particular are probably one of the hardest ones out of the ones that we're gonna get. So
Nice.
Huh?
I said nice. That'll be great for me to figure out jump into the deep end. Okay, but those are interesting things that she told her. Because I feel like she's saying that so that Yako doesn't use it, but she's gonna use it. Like, but I feel like she knows what's going to happen to her if she does all the things she told her not to do. But Mio.
I'm going to take most of your comments as rhetorical unless specified otherwise.
You should.
Yes?
If this curse is real, that means I could bring back Michio if I used it, right? The rite of resurrection would be real too.
Yes, that's true. Can't do that, Yako.
But it feels like not the time to worry about that kind of stuff. If Michio died in an accident, then I'm sure she didn't want to die. What's the issue with putting a little curse on a complete stranger? I sort of feel like it wouldn't be a big deal.
What's going on with you? You're not acting like yourself, Yako. We never even considered...
Kill Rising.
You would never even consider taking the life of another person. The curse influence on you? Maybe the Curse Echo's grudge is rubbing off on you. Will you show it to me for a sec? Is there something inside it?
No, stop!
Echo?
Oh, I'm sorry. But it's like, I just suddenly really didn't want you to touch it.
I understand. I'm sorry. But you need to give up on the rite of resurrection.
What?
Because that's the real curse. Using the rite of resurrection as a lure, it tempts curse bearers into using their curses. You have to resist it. Don't let yourself be deceived by some curse.
But Michio could.
I think for tonight we should get you home to rest. I'll walk with you. The curse influence should subside in the morning.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I'm telling you that you need to give up on the rite. It's beyond us. Even a single curse stone alone is too much to handle. Bringing back the dead isn't something so simple. I know how much it hurts, but please focus on just worrying about surviving tonight. And now, we're in great danger. Okay, let's get going then, shall we? Take the same route we took to get here.
Right.
Gonna take a little bit of a break here.
Okay.
I need to get my coffee anyway before it gets too late.
Okie dokie.
Oh, she'll be back soon. We will be back with some more Paranormasight. Hello.
No.
Go out, grab my coffee. Dad's watching the Eagles game right now. Sucking ass.
Cool.
Wonderful.
I was lurking on John's stream.
What is John doing?
Lethal Company.
Fun. There's a game that like it's a multiplayer game. Could definitely do it.
Yes.
But no.
Well, see, here's the thing. It's a multiplayer game, but it's co-op and not PvP.
It's also horror.
It is also horror. Though it is like the only thing that would make me interested in playing it remotely is because I've seen lots of people play it and it looks like it's silly enough to kind of counterbalance the horror aspect, especially if there's more than 4 people.
Okay.
I still feel like I would be a huge puss about it, but it would still be probably something I'd be interested in playing, especially because I know that John's probably gonna be streaming it on Wednesday, or John and Dan.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I'll get the game around then and play with them. I don't know. I know that there's a couple friend groups that I know of that play it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it is the hottest thing.
it
right
is
now.
also the new hit popular game. I don't know how much staying power it'll have, but it does look like it's fun.
All I'm saying is, if Among Us is still popular at this point, I feel like fucking Lethal Company has a chance.
It has a chance, but like Among Us has a lot of replayability that I don't know how much of that. I mean, Lethal Company also has it because it's more of a roguelite,
Mhm.
but there's no like end goal objective is the thing. It seems like it just goes on forever until you inevitably die.
Really? Yeah, I don't
Like,
really
from
know.
what
I
I've seen.
don't really know much about the actual mechanics of it, so I can't.
Also,
say
Among
what
Us
it
is more like a party game that like party games naturally have like endless replayability.
Yes, that's. Also, no, Vicky, you're right. They're hoe birds. Don't worry about it. After all, they've been sucking dick for the past like 5 weeks. I don't know. I don't know sports. I only say I support the Eagles just by association because the rest of my family does. So it's just like, okay, that's what we're going with.
My roommate is like a huge, or my ex-roommate, I guess, is a huge Eagles fan, and that would be like the only sport he ever remotely cared about and wanted to use my TV to watch when I was still in college.
Vicky, go to the previous games and tell me I'm wrong. I dare you.
To be fair, I feel identically about the Yankees.
Oh, just supporting by association.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have one gamer in your family and the rest are sports people.
Yeah. I'm not a.
I'm gonna
I am
cause a
not
fucking
sport.
riot in the chat here.
Yeah, honestly, I believe that Vicky could cause a whole riot by themselves.
Oh, 100%.
They're just a one person riot.
Anyway, it's a Yako.
It's actually a Mio with Yako's voice text.
Ugh,
Bless you.
allergic to the shit.
Right. We'll be fine, right? There's no one else at school, is there?
I don't know if you're actually trying to threaten me or you're promising a good time, Vicky.
In either case, no.
I think so. The night shift janitor shouldn't be patrolling this late at night either. Ah, fuck. Jesus. Ah!
Huh? What? Why'd the lights go out? Meow? Are you okay?
Just think on the wording there, Vicky, and come back to me.
Hello? Meow? She's not here? What's happening? Where are you?
Sudden darkness, huh? Haven't seen that before.
Or have we?
Hello? Oh, I'm starting to see a little bit more of the classroom.
It's very hard for even me. I can't tell anything what's happening.
Nope, that's a curtain.
Pan?
Huh?
I thought that was a pan.
That's the clock.
Oh, I get it. It's hard. I can't
No,
tell.
no, that's fair.
It looked like a pan. Like even if I try to like full screen the thing, it's hard to tell. I can't tell in the darkness.
Even I had to like lean in to what the hello. I saw that.
Oh, there's a curse. Is it spinning around?
Is
Is
it?
that what's happening?
Something's there. This has gone from scary to ridiculous. Can you please just spook me already, please?
Yeah, like that.
I asked for it.
You also reacted before I even saw anything, so I'm like, wait, what? There you go. We got it.
Woo. I hope that one actually picked up, because the one last time that my scream last stream cut off.
Yeah. Just, hold on. A little bit. Huh? Oh no! What was that? Get me out of here! Meow! Meow!
It might be because
where are you?
it might be because of the limiter that I have on.
Probably.
Yako, I'm here. Over here. Can you see me?
Huh? Where? I can't see anything.
Are we doing this again? Not that way, Yako. Behind you. I'm behind you. Turn around this way.
I don't trust that. It's pitch black. I have no idea which way I'm facing.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Oh, okay. There you are, Mio.
This way, over here. Be careful, your field of vision is being limited.
Right.
As she sprints head first. Okay. Unless you want to.
Yeah, no, sure.
Okay.
Keep going.
A little fucked. A little freaky. After Yako acquires the curse of the Fool's Possession, Mio tries to persuade her to give up on going after the Rite of Resurrection. The effects of other curse echoes are already appearing at the school, so the two hurry to get out of the classroom. There's another curse bearer here already.
Probably the one with that darkness. He got that darkness. Hey, Mio. What was that just now? Could it be another curse echo different from mine?
I think so, yes. That also completely unlocked my upper range. We may
Yeah.
we may have been discovered by another curse bearer.
I remember whenever I'd yell that I would just turn into an anime girl. I was like, ah! Oh, okay. Now I can get up here now. Also,
Oh.
Oh,
Anyway, what were you asking?
I said the we're just walking forever.
Yep.
In this darkness.
Yep. Walking in circles. Like literal, like tiny circles.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Why do you scream like a whole man? Is it because you are a whole man? Case closed. What's wrong?
Someone's there in that classroom.
What?
Something moving inside.
Well, stealth.
Stealth?
Yeah, ignore Yeah, just bum rush into danger with guns a-blazing. That totally always works out.
No.
Stealth.
No, ignore and keep going. Walk past the classroom.
Oh, yeah, stealth.
Okay.
It might be the other curse bearer who used that curse echo just now. If we see who it is, it might just help us decide what to do later.
That's true. Okay, be careful.
Walking so loudly.
It's a empty school with what I'm assuming to be like, actually, what the fuck were the floors made out of? It's wood.
Yeah, but like, even still, like, not even like tiptoeing or like slowly walking up to it. I just walk up to it.
Yeah, rush it. You just fucking bum rush punch him. The flying punch.
The nut punch.
Well, can you? Excuse me. Well, can you? No, I'm kidding. Can you see anything? Try and get a look around.
Instantly dies.
Who's there? Ooh.
Oh. Ah!
Huh? Is that our homeroom teacher, Mr. Janochi? And the person with him is Hitomi from Class A. What? Oh my, what's going on here?
That bastard!
Joey Wheeler. Oh my god, yes! I'm changing Janucci's voice.
From fucking Full House?
No! From Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh. Oh. He's at it again! I have to kill him!
I don't know, what do you want?
Wait, what was he doing before?
He's at
Was there
school.
a rumor about him?
No, but let's think about it logically. He's at school alone at night with a student.
I have no idea. This could be bad, but I mean, like, I sussed out the dick before, but he was just a dick.
Hmm.
Yeah, kill him.
Hey.
Even though Mia did tell us just not to do that. Die, Mr. Janochi.
Oh god, hold on. Gonna completely ruin this thing. Well, what is that sound? No, Yako, stop! You'll kill Hitomi too! I had to do something. Ha! Either of us can get her.
You sure about that, buddy?
Haha.
Hey, over there! Who's there?
Yeah, she's kind of the tough, like, tomboy, outcast type of girl.
I'm stealing her.
All right. Okay.
Ah! Was I seen? It didn't work!
Run, hurry! Kohei Janucci. Kohei is an English teacher and homeroom teacher for Class 2C at Komagata High School. He was seen alone with Hitomi Okuda in a classroom late at night by Yako and Mia. Kohei was... Kohei? I think it's Hey.
Kohei.
Yeah. Your tenure has been denied. Was an honor student and top of his class back in his high school days. The apple of his parents' eyes, he was placed under immense pressure to attend a first-rate university. Family's plans came to naught, however, when the pressure caused Kohei to sink into a deep depression and fail his entrance exam. Even at the university he was able to enter, Kohei struggled to keep up with his classes, leaving him a vain but wounded young man. Kohei never aspired to be a teacher, but figured it was the least he could do with his talents. He considered his students to be beneath him and largely looks down on them all. Hitomi Okuda. Hitomi is a rebellious student in Class 2A at Komagata High School. On the rare occasion when she does show up to school, she skips all of her classes and spends her time hanging out on the roof with her fellow troublemakers. Hitomi is regarded by the teachers as one of the worst offenders among the delinquent students attending Komagata High School. Hitomi was a fairly ordinary student when she started high school. However, trouble at home in her first year had her take a turn for the worse. She began associating with a group of delinquents from other schools with whom she'd wander around town at night to avoid returning home. Warnings from teachers about dress code and conduct violations have fallen on deaf ears, with Hitomi going on reactionary rampages around the school with her friends, breaking windows and disrupting classes. Recently, some teachers have taken to using harsher methods and even corporal punishment to correct Hitomi's behavior, but this has only started to exacerbate the animosity between Hitomi and the school. Hitomi is widely regarded as the leader of the troublemakers at Komagata High School, but the title does not mean much to her. So we got a troublemaker student and a holier-than-thou teacher.
Oh, fun.
The students are not coming after us. Let's hope they didn't see our faces. But, Yako, came over you all of a sudden.
Sorry. Thanks for stopping me. It's like this uncontrollable rage suddenly welled up inside me. I wonder what's gone into me. I can barely remember what happened. I'm really sorry.
I do think it's partly the curse's influence on you, but we certainly saw something shocking. Heart's still pounding.
I'm a little surprised you know Hitomi from Class A.
Tends to stand out a lot.
Gotcha. Well, she certainly does dress like a delinquent, though she barely shows up to school. But could Mr. Jinochi and Hitomi really be a curse bearer?
I don't know, but we should be careful just in case.
Ladies?
Yako? When I give the signal, run. Go straight for the entrance. Don't look back no matter what.
Huh? Why? Did something happen? Something happened, didn't it? What about you, Mio?
Be fine. We'll meet up outside the school gates. If I'm not there in 10 minutes, go straight home, okay? Okay, go.
Right. Look back. Look back. I have to get outside. Let's see. Let's get to the gates and go by the gym and...
Huh? Mm-mm. What are you doing here, miss? Shouldn't be here this late. Oh no, nope. That's way too close to the detective.
Oh, it's the fucking, it's the guy from Smoked Out Struggle here at last.
What the fuck? I do not know what you mean.
From the Friday Night Funkin' mod. Didn't I show it to you?
Oh, wow. No, well, that was a while ago. But yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Yeah, secondary joke. Oh, hey, look, it's Vinny Vine Sauce right here in the flesh.
Oh no, an idea to...
He does look like a more rugged Vinny, to be fair.
I am going to completely ruin this character right out of the gate.
Like,
because...
I've seen him in person. He looks very close to this, but just more rugged.
Bean! You shouldn't be out this late. Don't you know what time it is?
No. I thought you were gonna do his actual voice, not the Speen version.
That's why I was laughing.
Oh my god. Oh, Mr. Ashimiya.
I'm kidding. Well, if it ain't little Yako. Anyway, students ain't supposed to be outside playing around at night. This is gonna be a problem with the
School
detective
janitor,
later.
Vinny Vine Sauce.
This is gonna be a problem with the detective later, but I'll figure it out. I might have to adjust voices a little bit.
You probably are, because I want Squidward and SpongeBob to stay unchanged.
Makoto Ashimiya. Makoto was a janitor at Komagata High School. His predecessor was near retirement, so he began working as a replacement about 6 months ago. Makoto is popular among the students for his friendly and caring nature, going so far as to remember the names and faces of all those attending the school. He is affectionately known as Old Man Ashimiya. Although he appears to be a simple, amiable man, Makoto's occasional shrewd remarks have led to speculation among the students that he may have led a far more interesting life than it seems. Whatever the truth may be, he will be remembered as one of the 7 mysteries of Komagata High School for some time to come. I know you... yep, okay. Let me just add a little hoarseness to it then. I know you're rough around the edges, but I didn't take you for one to act out like this. He's only 37!
Does it actually ever show their ages?
No, I do not believe so.
I'm not acting out. I just ran away from a ghost. What are you talking about? I'm not acting out. What about you? Should you be smoking on school grounds?
Well, it ain't lit, so it's alright. It's, an accessory.
You, however, look very lit.
Hey, don't go changing the subject. There's just no letting my guard down with you. So, why are you here so late?
Well, the truth is, I forgot something in my classroom.
Again? You sure are a piece of work. Huh? But you don't have nothing with you.
Oh.
I see your shit. Wait, you do. What's that in your hand?
Uh-huh. Well, this is what I forgot. I, got it from my grandpa. Really important to me.
Girls these days sure have weird tastes. Okay, better head straight home if you're done. I won't tell on you. Oh, wait, I can't let you walk home alone this late. Alright, wait just a little. I'll hurry and lock things up.
But
Oh.
I can't press that option. That's
No,
probably to
you
kill
can't.
him.
Alright.
I'm worried about Mio. Actually, a friend of mine is still inside.
That is interesting.
I think they'll be here soon.
It's Snow. Who's your friend?
My classmate Mio Kurozuku.
Try that again.
Suzu.
Ah, that transfer student. Breaking school rules already, huh? Didn't take her for the type.
No, I was the one who dragged her here.
Whatever. I'll go take a look. It'll be safer if you go home together.
Oh, right. She's in the first floor hallways. Be careful though. You don't know what may be in there.
What's that supposed to mean? First floor, yeah? I'll be right back.
He is certainly going to die. It is 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Is she still staring at the demon right now? Is that why she can't leave? She's late. I've been waiting for 20 or 30 minutes. There's no sign of her. I'm starting to get worried. Well, yeah, she said go straight home then, but she's probably dead. I'm gonna go take a look.
Yikes. Surely nothing's gonna happen here.
Surely. No, Mio, are you there?
Again, the endless hallway.
Huh?
Blood.
That surely is a lot of blood. And the leg. What? Mio, what happened? Where did I go wrong this time? It's my fault. It's all my fault. I left her alone with a curse bearer. Mio. I'm sorry. The truth is. Ah!
Dead.
Yeah, we were not supposed to come back. Hello. My scat master. You seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result.
Mazult.
Yeah, that's one of the variants of Arctazult. It's the Arcmazult. But this was bound to happen. There is someone who must not be trusted. Once you have an idea of who it is, be sure to come back. I'm sure you'll see what you need to do differently. It's a difficult judgment for Yako Sakazawa. Hama means family.
I think you got a little frog in your throat there, storyteller.
No, I have a little stitch in my throat.
Yeah.
Sakazaki to make, you see. This chapter will remain incomplete for now. I recommend you try another route. Now then, until next time. Fuck off with your locked timeline paths, you piece of garbage. I had a feeling because like the one option we could have picked, we didn't have information on.
Yep. So if there is something that still needs to be done, it'll be partially cracked, but like kind of dimmed out, not grayed out like everything else. So we got nothing else to do with Yago for right now. So who do we go next?
Let's stop with Tetsuo in
Tetsuo?
SpongeBob.
All right.
Can't remember his name.
I'm seeing investigation. Tetsuo
June.
Tsutsumi, Chief Inspector of the Metropolitan Police Department, First Investigative Division, is investigating the mysterious death of a fellow officer. He visits the scene of the incident, the former Yasuda Gardens, with his subordinate June Ario. Canada.
I think it's Canada.
No, Canada.
In Canada. In Canada.
It can get out of our high registers for a while here.
Hey, boss! Forensics is all done. The crime scene is clean.
Ario, are you?
Yeah.
Ario, are you smoking helium again?
No. The other officers have all gone home. It's just us now. The park should be able to open back tomorrow like nothing ever happened.
I gotta make windows after everything happened.
What is this game's obsession with pouty lips? Like it does, they draw them really well, but like, what is this game's obsession with pouty lips?
Those are the facial expressions this time around. I know what you want.
Yeah, smoking helium is not exactly what's happening right now. You're probably gonna get poisoned and die. You'd be surprised. A lot of people love that kind of thing. I bet I'll be lining up to get in. Cold stuff is his fucking face. The cold stuff is really popular right now. Did you not know that, boss?
Sounds stupid.
Well, it's not exactly rooted in science, but if ghosts really did exist, we could just ask them who the perp is.
Tried that. Didn't work. Sorry, that's been proven to not work. You gotta show up their Brotox. God damn it.
Out their Brotox.
Somehow I doubt it'd be that simple.
Oh, well, you know, I heard the high school students are really into the spirit board thing these days.
Fucking mocking me, Ariel.
Yes. Supposedly, you can call on spirits and talk to them by using the board with letters on it. Wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't that be something?
Get the fucking mouse off the screen. Get out of here. You can try it out yourself if you're so interested.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Let's give it a go sometime, boss.
What now? Stop messing around. You really think we're gonna solve this case by moving a coin across a scrap of paper?
Sounds like you know all about it. We gotta be open-minded. If that's how police work is gonna be from... What if that's how police work is gonna be from now on?
Don't make me laugh. Listen up, Ariel.
Haha.
You can go blaming the death of your buddy on some... you can't go blaming the death of your buddy on something like the occult.
I don't care if it was ghosts of the occult or what. Whatever or whoever it was that did this, I'll get them. I promise. Let me try that again. I'll get them. I promise you that.
I'll beat you.
Yeah, I'll get them.
You got the right attitude, but we don't even know if this is a murder yet. Why is this weaken our judgment? Get too fixated on one thing, you stop seeing everything else.
Aye, aye, boss. Aye, aye, aye.
Stop doing that.
So, now that we've finished investigating the scene, let's review what we know.
No, it's getting late. I figure we head straight home from now.
Come on, we've got to go all over the info we've gathered. Dad, let me look at all of my info.
I'm not your dad. Stop that.
And what better place to do that than what? Oh gosh, I don't know how this game structures sentences sometimes. And what better place to do that than here at the scene of the crime, where we can soak up all the atmosphere?
Soak up the atmosphere? The hell is there to soak up? You must be really into the occult stuff if you get off on being in a place like this.
Cops don't come over here for atmosphere. They're here for food. Wait, do you mean somewhere like this doesn't get you blood pumping? No way.
Phrasing! No, don't turn this around on me. I'm not the weird one here. Cripes. Fine. Let's just get this over with.
Aye, aye, boss.
Don't show me attitude. Fuck you. I got a bad feeling about this case, and my gut is rarely wrong. I knew this would be a treacherous case from the moment we were dragged into it. Idiot.
Sorry, I got a message.
Oh, you're good. Some of the old cop sounds like Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger. That was the voice I was trying to go for all this time, but these characters are really fucking up my voice range here.
The former Yasuda Gardens here in Yokohama Ichome were originally built as part of the daimyo estate back in the Edo period.
Man, is weird.
Oh, I thought you said moo for no reason. I didn't see the D.
Is there a cow somewhere? Is there just a random cow in the background? That's it. That's who did the murder. Get him! The murderer always returns to the scene of the crime.
The park became city property a number of years ago and underwent extensive renovations. There's not a soul around at this time of night. Quiet doesn't even begin to describe it.
No, cow.
No, the curse is the cow. This pond, they say they use it to flow. They say it's used to flow into the Sumida River. But the river's become so polluted they cut it off.
Utterly dreadful.
Very, very interesting.
Junario, a detective in the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department, 1st Investigative Division. The rank is sergeant. It's his first time leading a case. It's like he's graduated from rookie to newbie. He looks put together on the outside, but acts like a kid most of the time. Honestly, the force could use more people like him. Right. Oh, about me? Sure.
Oh, so utterly dreadful. But either way, I'm so glad you're back in the 1st Division, boss. I've always admired your work. You were like a god to me. Whoa.
Okay.
You were the whole reason I became a detective in the first place.
Yeah, about that. People have been saying that ever since you first entered the academy, but
Yes, that's because it's true. I couldn't believe you got transferred out of the first just as I was assigned to it. So getting to work on a case like this now, just the two of us, it's a dream come true.
happy as I am to hear that, well, how should I put it?
What is it?
That's true. I'm not sure you've been showing me the appropriate amount of respect.
Huh? But I do respect you. Don't tell me you're going senile, boss.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. When you run your mouth like that.
It's getting late. You must be sleepy.
My God. Ariel,
Don't worry, boss. I'll make sure we get out of here soon.
Ariel, you're going to get a fucking face to my fist, yeah.
I'm gonna pull a whole face.
Yeah, I get it.
I've been wowed by your shrewd detecting abilities all day today.
Oh, really? Funny. I've been wowed by you, too. Okay.
Okay. I've still been wowed.
Yeah.
So early in the morning yesterday, a staff member found the victim collapsed here in the park and called the police when they realized he was dead.
What was their first clue?
Well, it seems like each of the curse effects seems to roll their eyes to the back of their head all the time.
I think that's
From
just
what we've gathered.
I think that's just the indication that they're
Is that
dead.
just how they portray death?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was like something to do with the curses, like they would roll their eyes into the back of their head. I guess it is a pretty good indicator to show them dying without actually,
Yeah.
making it too graphic.
Homestuck did that all the time.
Well, Homestuck was also a webcomic.
And yet
You can get away with anything as a webcomic.
And yet they still use the same idea.
While there are no obvious external wounds, the fact that he was a police officer and the evidence of a struggle, that means it's likely there was a murder. It was a murder. The Sumida office sent it over to us since it was involved in the death of an officer, and we were tasked with the investigation. What we need to do is figure out what happened and whether there was foul play involved.
I don't think there were any birds here, no.
I think that about sums it up.
I still have a bad feeling about this. Oh, okay. About the victim.
The victim is Hajime Yoshimi, of the Juvenile Division of Sumida City Community Safety Bureau. 27 years old. Single. He mostly dealt with cases involving juveniles in education. His rank was senior police officer.
Single?
Huh?
You know what? Yeah, I'm 27. Yeah, you can be single at that age. It's fine.
Were you confused as to why he was single at 27?
I was.
A lot of people can be single. Like, not even just you. Like, a lot of people can be single around this age.
Knew him well, didn't you? What was he like? Jesus.
Oh, hey, it's Groose. He was Groose
Oh
in a
my
previous
God.
life.
Yeah,
He's
man, you're
fucking
right.
Groose.
Yes,
Yes, we were in the academy together. Yeah, SpongeBob and Groose, a pair that I really wouldn't have loved to see in my entire life. We still went out for drinks together every month or two. He could be a little rowdy, but he was like a big brother to us all. He was kind and cared about his friends. For better or for worse, he wasn't the uptight type of cop. The man always showed empathy, and I heard he was popular with the locals for it.
Former football player turned cop. What a fucking switch. Damn.
That is an interesting change of profession.
Well, I mean, it just looked like he played football in high school. The jacket mostly kind of gave that away.
I mean, he looks like a stereotypical jock. I'm gonna
Yeah.
goth.
Yeah, that's what goths look like. We see Suzie next call, and she's just fucking jacked up with, with a chiseled chin.
Well, we do know from a survey of whether or not testing whether or not any of the four of us, because you weren't in the call at the time, of any of the four of us was a himbo. We found out that I'm a simp. Pooja's a himbo. Suzie is a hunk, and PJ's an asshole. So,
Was asshole part of the test?
well, he was a jock, but he didn't have any of the qualities that would make you nice. So he was just an asshole.
Okay,
Though to also be fair, the rest of us got decent man because that was an option that you could get after the quiz. I was a decent man. Pooja was a decent man. Suzie was a decent man. But the closest next up for each of us was simp, himbo, and hunk, respectively. So I'm a decent simp. Pooja's a decent himbo. Suzie's a decent hunk, and PJ's an asshole. That's the canon.
The flow of that entire story was wonderful, just because it was punctuated by PJ's an asshole. So, like, that's just like the consistency of it.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I wonder if I still if that quiz is still in one of our chats.
You guys did a
It's
lot.
not a great quiz.
You guys did a lot while it was going, didn't I?
No, it wasn't when you were gone. It was
you?
like I think it was in November when we took it. It was like a while ago.
Okay. Well, when I was at work, it still constitutes as gone.
I guess. I just remember it was in one of the group calls where you were unavailable.
Seems to be a lot of those.
He treated each and every troubled kid he met with compassion. He had a great track record when it came to rehabilitation.
Sounds like we lost a good one.
Yes, we did. We truly did. I knew being a cop was dangerous. I knew something like this would happen, but...
It's never easy when it happens for real. I know the feeling.
He didn't seem to care much about climbing the ranks, but he was at the top of our class. Only problem was he took too much. When he took on so much, he had the most unfinished paperwork too. I always felt we needed an unusual guy like him to help us solve all of our unusual cases. God, his chin is so defined.
Yeah, it is.
He's got like an Elvis face.
It is a little elvish. Elvish.
Yeah, elvish.
Yeah. No, I don't think any elves look like that. They're more orc than elf. Hajime was a police officer with the Sumida City Community Safety Bureau and was primarily responsible for juvenile and education cases. He held the rank of head patrol officer and entered the force at the same time as June Area. Hajime was found dead under mysterious circumstances at the former Yasuda Gardens early in the morning yesterday. Once a rebellious gang member himself, Yoshimi turned his life around and used his own experiences to connect with troubled youth as a police officer. His appearance and demeanor suggested a man who was rough around the edges. He was a passionate, loyal, and caring man at heart, looked up to as a big brother by his peers. Yoshimi achieved stellar results in his work with juvenile cases, but his consistent sloppy paperwork and less than formal attitude essentially doomed his career and had him writing formal apologies on the regular. He left behind a fiancée whom he had been dating since high school. So I ask again, single?
Maybe they...
Please, try to find a flaw in this.
Oh, well, it could be single by denomination. Because, like, even if you're dating someone, like, on, like, official records, you would still be stated as single, or you're married or divorced.
That makes a lot of sense.
So, like, he could have been dating someone and about to marry, but he wasn't officially married at that point.
Okay. So we're talking single in like the official government capacity then.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, they're cops. They're going by what is officially stated in paperwork.
Okay. Don't worry, you're plenty unusual yourself. You have to list single on your taxes. Not for much longer.
I still list single on my taxes. Me? I was the most normal of my classmates. Seen by my face right here. A normal face.
If that's the case, then I'm sure that your classes were very interesting.
Besides, we were among us quite the yes. Quit the academy a long time ago.
Was one even weirder than you?
Kiss me, you fool.
Jesus fucking Christ, mate. All right, down the list. Down the list.
But, boss?
Yeah. Boss?
That was purely intentional because I saw that. And it's like,
but,
boss?
I could hear the neck swivel a little bit. Just, boss? Yeah.
Is the case really important enough to assign to someone from... Is this case really important enough to assign to someone to... What?
There's no two.
Oh my god. Is this case really important enough to assign to someone from the investigation division? How does... To assign to someone from the... Okay. Oh my god.
Are you
Is
sure?
this case really important enough to assign to someone from the investigation division?
Are you sure I'm the one that needs to go to bed right now?
You shut up. I mean, a friend of mine died, so it's important to me, but...
It's all up to the higher-ups. I'm sure they got their reasons.
Boss, you know something, don't you?
It'll all become clear in time. Try not to worry about it too much.
Thinking about it, the only way we know for sure is the identity of the victim. That means there must have been something special about him, right? Maybe he knew something wasn't supposed to, some kind of secret or something. God, he's such an anime protagonist. Isn't that right?
Pretty sharp sometimes, you know that? If you picked up on that, you should be able to put the rest together yourself.
Well, it's our duty to get to the bottom of a suspicious death, especially one involving an officer. Hajime was quite the bad boy in school, apparently. He ended up with the police a lot. He said the officer in charge was good to him, helped him get back on track. The reason he wanted to become a cop was to pry his kindness or pay. That's not an R. That is an A. Was to pay his kindness forward. Said it was the first time he ever took his study seriously.
It's a good story. Love that kind of thing. Makes me want to have a drink in his honor. I just want to drink.
Please don't make fun of my dead friend, sir.
Hey, I said in his honor. You should aspire to become the kind of cop people miss when they die in the field.
You say that like it's a for sure thing I'll die.
You will.
Besides, if I end up biting it, I'm sure you'll be the one who misses me the most. But are you fucking delusional?
Also,
sir?
you want to take a look at the age difference between us? I'm gonna die way before you do there, Jim.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Come on, don't be like that. You'll hurt morale.
Well, I guess how much I'll miss you depends on how this investigation goes.
see it. I can already see it. Aereo, no! Why'd you go so good?
You are fading away, buddy.
No!
I have no idea what's going on in that head of yours.
It was entirely intentional.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be a sight to see. I can't wait.
Can't wait for your own death. Get it together, kid. Yeesh. You really are something.
Thank you.
That's not a compliment. What about the victim's family?
The Yoshimi family is from Katsu. Oh my god. It's Kita Senju in Adachi City, but Hajime's parents died a long time ago. He lived there all alone, no siblings or anything. I went to his house a few times for drinks. I was surprised. It's this huge old looking place. Like, you know, the kind of place that seems super haunted.
You live there alone?
It looked like the home of an old noble family. It was kind of hard to imagine him being such a delinquent living in a house like that.
There's that bias I was talking about. He's from an old family. I'm sure things are complicated.
That's a bias, too. We never talked about any of that, even when we were drunk. So I don't know much about it. Oh, one more thing.
Yeah?
Hajime was engaged. He'd been seeing his fiance ever since they were in school. Over 10 years. They just started talking about getting married. What was her name again? He showed me a picture once. She was a beautiful woman.
Dating for 10 years before getting engaged? That doesn't sound familiar at all. Not sound familiar one bit.
Don't set it up as an omen, Rob.
No, that was for somebody else. That's so. How terrible for her. But she may know if there didn't been anything going on with him lately. We should speak to her.
Yeah. His fiance may have been his only confidant.
Oh god, only one? God, he's gonna fail in the social aspect.
No, he was gonna try. He was actually a nice person. Didn't want to marry every single girl he met. Weird, right?
I don't know. I don't think that you have to marry every confidant that you have. You don't even have to date them. You could only date one and have the rest as friends.
He was really hardcore focusing on that one person, though.
Good for him. Too bad he's dead.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure someone at the Sumida Police Department has already contacted her. I'll look into it tomorrow.
Emotional polycule. Hey, boss. I looked into the case that Hajime was running. Oh, great. That's the kind of stuff I want to know. What was Hajime working on the day he died?
Well, according to his report from the day before, he had 2 cases involving juveniles.
Uh-huh.
The first was the suicide of a high school girl who jumped off a building in Kamezawa last week.
Like I said, that was a good timeline to start with. Ah, yeah. I did hear about that.
The girl's name was Michio Shiraishi. She was a 2nd-year student at Komagata High School.
Apparently, this is enough to get your video demonetized.
Really?
What happened to Nico B? Like, he had to censor it because
This single image?
yeah. I don't know, YouTube. There's much
Shrug
worse
emoji.
things, but you know. This
But
is
it
a new line.
seems... I know.
Okay.
But it seems as though I was swallowing. But it seems as though Hajime had contact with her even before this incident.
Ah, so she'd been in trouble for some time.
That's the thing. About a month ago, he happened to see her walking around town. She looked upset, so he struck up a conversation with her. He was sure that there was something bothering her, but she wouldn't tell him what.
Must have been trouble at home.
That's what he thought too. It seemed he visited her home and spoke to her parents, but they said there was no problem, so there was nothing else he could do. Legally, I guess.
Hmm.
And now she's dead.
Ah, that's possible. He could have prevented her suicide then.
He must have been devastated. And that's why she was looking into this Michio Shiraishi again. He must have thought that something terrible had happened and drove her to end her life. But ultimately, he never reported the findings of his investigation.
See, and then you're thinking that it may have had something to do with his death. We'll have to find out what it is Hajime discovered.
Right. Let's check with the Subita Police Department about that tomorrow, too.
Jesus Christ! And what was the other case he was working on? Yeah, with Sutsumi. Blah, 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 blah. A lot of conversation topics.
This one is also related to a Kamagata High School student. A troublemaker named Hitomi Okuda. She seemed to be the leader of a group of kids who get up to no good. Started making trouble in their neighborhood. And they got in one little fight and their mother got scared. And they said they're moving back with their auntie and uncle in Bel Air.
And why is she still here?
It never happened because she died. The mother.
Okay. Juvenile delinquency. Fun.
She was pretty bad for a while. Multiple charges of destruction of property, assault and battery, you name it. Hajime had been working for her for about 6 months, and she was finally starting to open up. I watched too much of Fresh Prince to not know the theme song, Vicky. Then he met with the girl on the day he died.
Well, every school's got its problems. Well, I'm sure he'd be the one. I'm sure he'd be worried about how she'd get on without him.
Right. Just when she finally found an adult she could trust. She might act out without someone to help her get... what? She might act out without someone to help her get through this.
Have to make sure the Sumida Community Safety Bureau does their job. But... can't rule out the possibility that meeting with this delinquent girl has something to do with his death. We'll have to interview her, too.
Ah, yes, you're right. She may have been the last person... Sorry. She may have been the last person to see my life, bro. I'll ask Subita to introduce us tomorrow. Though, who knows if they'll actually let us talk with her.
That's what we hired you for. Lay down a little boyish charm on them if they need convincing.
Yeah, I'm sure they prefer me over Yeah, I'm sure they prefer me over a scary looking old man like you, boss. With my kissy lips.
Watch it. I'm still your superior. You ought to act like you ought to act like you respect me at least.
Oh, I'm sorry, Wars.
My asshole. You were. Shit, is that just how your generation speaks? You really are a new breed.
Why are you like of all the faces they decided to pick, it had to be the kissy face. I totally respect you. I'm just pursing my lips for no reason. It's probably just me, actually.
Nah, well, don't think you can get away with that with other people.
So anyways, boss.
I'm fucking change the subject. Are you even listening?
No! We got quite a bit to look into tomorrow. First, the two Kamagata High School cases that Hajime was handling. Period. And we need to speak for his fiance as well. I believe that's it for tomorrow.
Okay. Notes on Hajime Yoshimi. Case notes. When he found out former Yasuda Gardens. Oh god, no. At time of death 2 days prior. 2 days prior at 11 a.m. Cause of death, acute heart failure, cause unknown. Signs of a struggle at the scene, efforts to locate witnesses underway. Body discovered by groundskeeper. Currently investigating the fiance of the deceased and two female students.
Wait, 2 days prior to today?
That's what I'm reading, which means that he's just been there for 2 days?
And they're only investigating his death now?
To be fair, the former Yasuda Gardens were closed off to the public, so I can believe that it could be a while, but I would think the groundskeeper would be there like every day.
That's fair.
Currently investigating the fiance of the deceased and the two female students who are coming out of high school that the deceased had contact with as persons of interest. We still got shit to talk about.
We won't know until the autopsy's done. From what we've seen, though, it appeared to be some kind of acute heart failure. But since he had no record of chronic illness and no visible wounds, it's possible that poison or drugs could have been involved. Dying, that's not my line.
Dying in the middle of a park like that certainly seems suspicious.
We found signs of a struggle at the scene, as well as footprints belonging to an unidentified individual.
And some people trying to... Oh.
That's my line, boss. We got people to try to... Oh, gosh. Yeah, it's my line that I immediately screw it up.
Yeah, and I'm reading it better than you are.
We've got people trying to identify those prints.
We can find out who they belong to. We might be able to figure this whole thing out.
It doesn't help that his text... like blends in, like his text color blends in with Hajime's shirt.
Yeah,
it's a little weird. Yes, wouldn't that be nice if that were the end of it?
Wouldn't it be nice if that were the end of it?
The only things Hajime had on him were his badge and his wallet and his pockets.
You can rule out a mugging. Though there probably aren't as many people who try to think mugging a cop as big as... We'd think to try mugging a cop as big as him.
Well, who said that they were trying to mug him for cash? They could have mugged him for other kinds of possessions.
Those, but seems that all of his valuables were still there.
I've also heard that Hajime got into a fair few fights in his younger days. He studied judo once he became an officer and rose up to the rank. Whoa! Where did that come from?
He
Rose up the ranks quickly.
He just kind of jerked himself off until he was higher up on the ranks. Whoa!
Yeah, he rose up in those ranks real quickly.
Sounds like the perp would have had to have been pretty strong to take on Hajime. Fucking death noted him.
I mean, isn't that what most of this is?
Yeah.
Just all the curses just death note people out of existence. Sorry, what did you pick? I looked away.
It's still the cause of death.
Oh, okay. Time of death was around 11 p.m. 2 days ago. Outside of the park's operating hours, of course.
Oh, 11 p.m. Whoops. I guess that makes a lot more sense.
His body was found early in the morning yesterday. Wait, check the files of case. Well, okay, they said the estimated time of death was in the morning, but how would that be 12 hours off? Right? Phenomena curses. No. Culture society.
They all.
Yeah, former use of the gardens. Is it up there?
No, that's just the
No.
notes. There we go.
No, there we go. Notes.
Oh, it does say 11 a.m.
Yeah, because I remember it specifically said 2 days at approximately 11 a.m. But if their time of death is actually 11 p.m., I don't know if that's actually a mistake on the game or if that's actually something to keep in note.
The estimated time of death was in the morning. They found him at night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they found him at night the day of. And then it took a day to get the autopsy, and now it's the night of 2 days later.
That sounds about right. That sounds
Okay.
about right. In which case, yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Okay. I did read that.
Oh, you did. Okay. 11 p.m. the day before yesterday. What was Hajime doing out here at that time in the first place?
That's the question, isn't it? The entrance to the park is closed after hours, but there's small gauges that'd be fairly easy for him to get through if he really wanted to. That would, of course, be breaking and entering, but what do you think, boss?
Wait, no, they actually did fuck up. Because they're saying that he died that night. Because it was after hours.
Look back in the logs.
Time of death was around 11 p.m. 2 days ago.
His body was found early in the morning yesterday, so his body was found the following morning after his death.
Estimated time of death 2 days prior to Yeah, no, they fucked up.
Yeah.
Can't pull a fast one on us. We've done way too many of these games.
Haha, objection, bitch.
Did someone call him here? Probably.
Probably. Because, like, he would have no reason to break the law of his own volition if he's such a respected cop.
Yeah. It's like there would be no... And there would also be no way that, like... Why would he come all the way out here to hide something?
Mm-hmm.
I don't imagine a cop like Hajime would trespass for no reason. Since it seems like someone else was here with him, could they have called him here?
Oh, that does seem likely.
They must have been talking about something pretty sensitive to come here in the middle of the night. Hajime met someone here to discuss something in secret.
And then they got into a fight?
No, that wouldn't match the cause of death. There were no wounds on the body that would indicate a spontaneous scuffle. Bert must have planned something.
And you think it was meditated? That would mean they called Hajime to the park with the intent to kill him?
Well, there is still the possibility that it was just some kind of accident. Maybe the perp tried to threaten Hajime and things went south from there. Should be able to get a clearer picture once we know exactly what killed him.
Right.
Right. Or about me!
When you're talking about family, what's yours like, boss?
The hell is wrong with you? Prying into my personal life all of a sudden, and with that face to boot. Stop that.
Kissy, kissy.
Stop it.
It's just, I've never heard you talk about them or anything. Oh, are you single? What kind of a what kind of a question do you just ask someone like that? Out of nowhere. Hey, what's your personal life? Also, are you dating anybody?
Eh,
We're supposed to be investigating a death,
Shut it.
a potential murder.
That's none of your business.
Well, ever since I joined the force, I've been thinking. The department really pressures young officers to get married. Why?
Hmm.
I wonder why that is. You don't say anything like that, though.
That is an
What?
interesting point.
Is it like a Japan thing? They want all of their officers to be married?
Oh. Hold on. I'm going to see if anything pops up just on a quick search here.
Okay, well, in the meantime, I'm going to get some more liquids.
Alright. Hmm. Nothing comes up about it. But I also feel like that would be, again, steeped in some sort of truth. Go work. Are you single? Are you a cop? I don't know. That doesn't. That's really interesting. Of course, this was the 1950s. I wonder if there were stipulations. Yeah, no. Nothing there. That might be creative liberties.
I guess. That just seems like a very wild thing for the game to state if there isn't that much of a base of it in
Yeah.
their actual culture.
Yeah, and maybe they know something that we don't. Again, this was a Japanese only game that was only recently ported over. So the developer would probably know better than we do. That is a plausible explanation there, Vicky. That like now that like they have something to live for, so they don't do any stupid heroics.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. Although if anybody watching this at any time in the future has more information on that, I would definitely be interested in hearing about it.
Yes.
What should I know? I came to the pressure myself and got married 20-some years ago.
Huh? So then...
God, you're relentless. She took our daughter and left 4 years ago. Thanks for reminding me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can't believe she'd give up on a guy like you.
Yeah, I was never home much. Too focused on work. Yeah, that's the other end of it, though. Is that like, yeah, you're married to a cop, but like, and I know myself. Again, my mom was a police officer for 29 years. Like, she was either at work or asleep. Like, there wasn't really much of a home life.
Mm-hmm.
I come home late only get called right back out again. Plus, being a cop is dangerous work. I don't blame her for getting fed up with it all. That being said, I can't believe I have to say this. Please, no anti-cop bullshit, either in the chat or in the comments, because I will immediately block you. I am holding a huge bias regardless, but like, it's dangerous work and it's hard work, and that's all that we're saying on the matter here.
Blame the stupid people, not the whole entire group.
Right.
How sad. Especially when you're out here putting your life on the line. Oh, is that why you transferred out of the first?
It was already too late by then. You better be careful, Ariel.
You say that, but there's not much I can do, is there? It's the nature of our job. There are many who can really understand it, not unless they're involved with police work themselves or related to someone who is.
Well,
what do you know? On the nose.
What do you know?
It's a little on the nose, or I guess on his lips. But wait, you have a daughter, boss?
Again?
You have a daughter, boss?
Really think I want to talk about her after all that? Have some sense.
Come on, I promise I don't mean this the way it sounds. But how old is she?
Jeez, you don't know when to quit, do you? At least try not to look so intrigued. She's a bit rough around the edges. I think most men are intimidated by her. Last I heard, she's living by herself and going to college.
Wow, a college student! Men love an educated lady.
This is the 1950s, folks. This is written for a time in the 1950s. Let's keep that in mind going forward.
I love a woman that can add 1 + 1 and make it 2.
Stop
1
that.
+ 1, her and me.
What kind of cop are you making baseless assumptions like that?
Oh, right, my bad. Women love stupid people that don't know how to do anything. She's living on her own, though, huh? You must worry about her.
Worry? I don't even know where she lives.
Oh, so she hasn't told you. Probably because she knows you'd follow her around everywhere.
I would not. I don't think.
Come on now, we both know it's not true.
Listen here.
You may look like a mean old man, but you sure have a soft side.
I'm starting to lose the gruff a little bit. Yes, listen here.
I'm solid Squidward. I mean, I get his intention, but I feel like he's being a little too pushy with trying to get his information right now of all times.
Yeah, it's absolutely pushy. What? Is that supposed to be a compliment? I can't keep up with you. I'm done talking about this.
But are we, though? Damn it, we are. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, that reminds me. If you got married... We're done talking about this. By the way, if you got married 20 years ago, it must have been right around the Nejima murder.
You know your history. Yeah, that happened a year or two after our wedding.
You were the one who arrested the killer, weren't you? We studied that case in the academy.
You darn millennials.
Yeah. Even though technically you weren't born yet.
Yeah.
You know, he's telling June that he's a millennial, despite the fact that, like, that wouldn't have been a thing yet.
They're not Gen Alpha. What the fuck? Other way around. June would be... What the fuck was after
Baby Boom? If he's around his 20s in the 1950s, that means he was born in the 30s.
Right, but I'm saying, like, if he were to have a kid in that era, what was after Baby Boom? Oh yeah, Gen X, duh.
Yeah, it would be Gen X.
Oh my god, June's a Gen X. Jesus. Well, that was just the case, finding the guy. It was all just happenstance. Oh god, I'd really not think about it. It was a disturbing case. Did not make your skin crawl when you learned about it at the academy.
It did. We were all terrified.
Sounds about
Especially
right.
by that face.
Sounds about right. No one could believe such a mild-mannered man could have mild-mannered man could have committed such a terrible murder. If we had overlooked one little thing, we may have never caught him at all.
I think I remember hearing there was only one in charge that brought him against... Wait. I think I remember hearing there was only one charge brought against him at the end.
That's right. We didn't have the evidence. I knew there was no other way. There was no way such a meticulously planned crime could have been there first, but we may have struck Fumichika Nejima in a cell, but there was no victory. He always had the upper hand. And all the damage he did to everyone involved, especially the victim's classmates. It's already been 20 years, huh? God damn it. This is why I try not to think about it. Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry.
The Nejima murders. A notorious case from over 2 decades ago involving the murder of a female high school student. It first came to the attention of the authorities when part of a human left hand was discovered floating in the Sumida River. Testing revealed it belonged to a missing female high school student. As it appeared to have been severed deliberately, the police launched a murder investigation. A large-scale search of the river was organized, but the highly polluted state of the water made this impossible. Visibility was poor, the stench was intense, and the divers quickly fell ill. They succeeded in recovering only the victim's head and what appeared to be a part of her leg before the search was called off. At the time of the incident, the Sumida River was as polluted as it had ever been. Neither fish nor shellfish could survive in it, eventually causing the annual fireworks festival to be called off indefinitely.
Oh, I love that Festival Works Festival.
Yeah. Yes, it was. When we discovered Mio, her left leg was missing.
I wasn't honestly looking at which leg was the one that was gone. I just saw that her leg was bleeding, and then I was focused on her face.
Yeah.
So I didn't even really get to see if one of her legs was missing or not.
Over the course of the search, the police discovered a number of unidentifiable human bones. This caused a stir amongst the public, as several other young women had gone missing in recent years in the Tokyo area, and it was feared that they may have fallen victim to the same fate. Forensic technologies at the time, however, were not advanced enough to determine the identities of the deceased, and so the police were unable to open any inquiries. Due to the overwhelming lack of circumstantial evidence, the investigation ground to a halt until a hitherto unrelated individual came to its attention. During a questioning about a separate incident, Fumichika Nejima, a 36-year-old shop owner with no relation to the victim, divulged details about her that had never been released to the general public. Investigation into his background was conducted, leading to his arrest. Nejima testified he had snatched his victim from the street and confined her in the underground storeroom of his shop, which also served as his living quarters. He chose her for no special reason, but simply decided she was an opportune target on seeing her walking alone at night. After keeping her locked up for several days...
Gross.
Yeah. After keeping her locked up for several days, he restrained her, sewed her mouth shut, and severed her fingers and toes with a box cutter. Oh! Well,
While she was still conscious, too.
yeah. As she screamed silently behind her sealed lips, he proceeded to her wrists, her ankles, her elbows, her knees, working his way inward slowly and methodically. His victim constantly wavered in and out of consciousness. Her ordeal continued until she died of blood loss. Nejima dismembered the rest of her body and disposed of it behind his home in the Sumida River before cleaning his storeroom and returning to his everyday routine as if nothing happened. The brutality of his actions shocked the nation when they were eventually reported. Jesus Christ. Once apprehended, Nejima readily divulged the details of the murder, but was less willing to explain his motive. When asked, he would only break down in tears, saying, "I don't know what came over me. I know it was wrong." In the end, the police could extract nothing more from him than expressions of remorse. Although the efficiency of his methods strongly suggested he had committed several crimes in the past, no corroborating evidence ever came to light. Nejima was sentenced to life in prison at his first hearing. The sentence was imposed with no appeal from the defendant.
I mean, if you're murdering someone that meticulously, there's really no chance you're going to get an appeal from that.
I'm surprised he didn't get the death penalty.
I mean, life in prison is probably the equivalent. Well, did they still do the death penalty in this time and age?
It depended on where you asked. It was very much an individual basis. Hey Siri, when was the death penalty outlawed in Japan? Oh no, it's still legal in Japan.
Well, I believe that. I meant like.
Fucking
Well, I guess yeah. Well, that probably for like. Well, because how many people did he kill? Was it just the one girl?
Supposedly.
Well, then why is it murderers? Because I don't know if he was like a serial killer.
Oh,
it's just one case, and they just called it the Nejima murders.
yes, just because it was like a big case.
I guess.
Well, I guess they call it murder. It's just because of this fact that like more bones were found in the river.
Oh,
So, like,
several young women had gone missing. Okay.
But there was no evidence to prove that he did the same thing to everybody else.
Right.
Or
So it was an
or the fact that like he only confessed to one.
Right. So it was an alleged serial killings with only one confirmed case.
Yep.
Okay. I could see life in prison from that if they had confirmed all the multiple different cases and he did also show no remorse. I think him showing remorse is what caused him to have life in prison instead of just the death penalty right out there.
Probably. And also the fact that it was only one. And it was like,
and they had no evidence of the other ones actually being tied to him.
And there was barely any evidence that the one was tied.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Legal shit is always fucking dicey.
Oh, yeah.
So after all this cool stuff, have you ever heard about it, boys?
What are you talking about?
The right of resurrection thing that everyone's talking about.
Oh, not you two. I've been hearing about that shit everywhere.
Oh, you have? That's surprising.
Here's what people are talking about. It's got nothing to do with our job.
Oh, that's me. But don't you think the occult stuff with this case feels, I don't know, realer somehow? The whole thing started right here in Honjo, Samita City. So I thought that maybe...
Cut it out. Nothing good can come of getting involved with that right of whatever, or that record of fates.
Sounds like you know all about it. Boss, are you secretly into the occult?
Stop that! Seriously, this isn't a joke.
You're really into the occult, aren't you, Squidward?
I get why you'd be intrigued by something called the Rite of Resurrection after a buddy of yours died, but bringing the dead to life, that's the stuff of fantasy. It's not real. Don't go hoping for miracles, got it?
I wonder if there's something we haven't inspected yet.
Okay. Bridge. Oh yeah, the fucking crime scene.
This is where the victim was found. It's clean now.
Well, no wonder I didn't know it was a crime scene.
Well, yeah, the crime scene has been completely removed. It almost feels like nothing happened here at all.
Nothing at all.
But once an incident like this has come to pass, there's no going back. Not that knowing this is any consolation. Well, boss, I think that about does it.
Right, let's call for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, Jesus!
God, what is that?
Boss? What's wrong? Don't tell me you're going senile.
True light is no... Was that case all along? Believe me, do not be fooled. It is no rumor. See the truth.
Boss? What is it? Is there something over there?
Such deep sorrow. Resentful memories flowing into my mind. Those who deceive with falsehoods and untruths will be hung up forever in eternal darkness. Kill them. Kill them. Those who spread lies, kill them all. You have acquired the power of the cursed stone, the Evergreen Beach. You can use it to kill those who intentionally try to mislead you.
Oh. Okay. A cop having the ability to kill someone who's lying, huh?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Superstition. Once upon a time in North Kurabashi, a beautiful beech tree stood in the garden of what?
Sorry, bro just spawned in. Nothing paranormal has happened this whole time.
No, that is true.
You know, he did just kind of spawn in. It's like, oh, this is actually going nice. Psych!
It turned 12 o'clock.
Ah, shit.
So in the garden of Lord Shinden's residence, now known as the former Yasuda Gardens, It was so impressive that the house became known among the people as the beach residence. Somehow, no one had ever seen a single leaf fall from the tree. As rumors spread of the eternally green tree, it became known as the evergreen beech. However, this particular species of tree was actually an evergreen, so the lack of fallen leaves was nothing out of the ordinary. This led people to say that the strangest part of this legend is the fact that it even became a legend at all.
See, now that leads me to believe that in Shogo's route, he could have actually been a curse bearer that we sensed, or that it was hard to sense.
Maybe.
Depending on however those events of that timeline went out.
Yeah. It's either that or I'm just getting my facts mixed up and curse bearers can't sense each other, but I could have sworn that was in one of the...
I'm pretty sure that was part of the thing for Shogo. He could sense other curse bearers.
Okay. First power kills by hanging the one who tries to mislead the curse bearer with false statements.
Asphyxiation.
A resentful memory. He deceived us with this so-called rite of resurrection. The man who tricked the people with his false dark art swing from a rope. Though the man had escaped the previous night, but oddly enough, he was found hanging in the garden of Daimyo's mansion that morning. The man, a local named Jinkichi, was known for his kind temperament and skill in crafting Netsuke clasps. While his life wasn't always easy, he was optimistic, the type to smile through whatever life threw at him. He was the kind of man who would take care of those who didn't have anyone else to rely on. The prosperity that the ukiyo-e boom brought must have been what fanned the flames of his greed. The old craftsman was found in a miserable state, as if sentenced to some cruel fate. Perhaps he had ended his own life, unable to bear the weight of his crime. But dead men tell no tales, and the people thought of him as bad man even in death. He hung there for days, till his neck stretched horrifically, a visage of pain etched on his face. It was clear he must have struggled greatly as he died, his flesh marked with dark scars where the ropes wrapped around his whole body. Beech tree's leaves do not fall, and neither did the man's body hanging from it. As the mansion's owner was not at home, another unfortunate event. People held their tongues, fearing divine punishment, but the rumors persisted nonetheless. Jesus Christ.
That's a few phrases short of crucifixion.
Just a little bit.
Just a few.
Oh. Murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Now. Kill. Can you hear it, Curse Bearer? You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. Okay, but he doesn't desire the right. There was no mention of him desiring the right. Or anything close.
Maybe not externally?
Maybe.
Boss? Boss?
Oh, God. Oh, God, no.
Boss? What's the matter? Don't tell me you really went senile.
Sorry. I'm fine. Mario,
Yes?
there's some bad news.
I've been cursed. Oh no, your senility?
I guess.
Your senility is kicking it in, isn't it?
No, we got a bit of trouble on our hands. I think we'll be working some overtime. We're not going home tonight.
Huh? What are you talking about? End of
Just blacked
chapter?
out. End of chapter. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to end things for today. So, Yako, not Yoko. Yako has gotten her curse stone. already tried to use it once, and Mio is dead at this point. At least that we can do. Tetsuo and June are investigating a murder completely unrelated, but the cop that was murdered was investigating the suicide of Michio. And now Tetsuo also has a curse stone, and that is going to change the entirety of the investigation. Of course, we don't know what's happening with Harue yet, but we'll get there.
We'll figure it out. She's a mother.
Yeah, this is a fucking good game. This a branching timelines aside, like things are structured very, very well, despite the mistranslations and just sentences here and there.
11 p.m. is a 12-hour difference from 11 a.m. video game localizers.
Unfortunately, it is going to be at least a few weeks until we can get back to this because of work.
Oh boy.
But I am excited nonetheless to get back to this. This is good. It's a good departure from what we have done thus far. All right. So, obviously, that is it for today. The only other stream that I would actually be a part of that I can think of this week, I mean, unless you count me just kind of hopping in after work on Pokemon, would be on Thursday. Actually, that's not true. On Thursday, I still need to talk with Suzie about it, but I'm going to assume for now it's not going to be a problem. Did you remember the vampire immediately after?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Jesus Christ, you have a problem.
I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's fine.
Is on Thursday, over on the Twitch channel. Suzie and I may be getting back to Kingdom Hearts 2 as we continue with the data fights. And then on Sunday, the last free Sunday before we go back to rehearsal, I will be doing some more OG Final Fantasy VII. We are smack dab in the middle of part 2 right now. For the sake of Chris, I'm not going to be saying anything about the specifics. But things are starting to heat up. For those of you who understand the reference, we are basically in our world of ruin state right now in 7, trying to undo the eventual damage. So that is exciting as well. Darkness and light.
I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light.
So yeah, there are a few streams here and there. Unfortunately, the rest of my days are filled with work, which is going to be an ongoing problem until I can finally get my shit together and actually start looking for another job there. Hey, that
should do that.
That is an accurate representation of what the dialogue was in DMC1.
It is. I've not only have I listened to it, not only did I just stream it with Suzie and listen to it there, but it is the only thing I knew about DMC1 going into DMC1. It is a phenomenal, terrible thing, terrible voice acting line, and is rightfully in the etches of history for all bad voice acting lines in games.
I know you beat DMC1, but that just it was needed to be said. It was your first DMC, and oof. Yeah, you probably got it when it came out, didn't you?
I feel so sorry for you.
I'm so sorry.
Of course, I mean because I'm sure a lot of people also had that as their first DMC, and I played the better one. It's called Bayonetta 1. Rob, Rob, don't even dare. Bayonetta 1 is unequivocally so much better than DMC 1. Don't you fucking dare. I will stand down on this. My foot is down on that. I know Bayonetta 1 has its problems. You cannot for a single bit tell me, though, that DMC 1 is better than that.
See,
Full stop.
See, I wasn't comparing it, but if you were going to bring out the comparison, yes, Bayonetta 1 all the way versus DMC 1. That being said, they're both kind of trash. Anyway.
Bayonetta 1 just has a difficulty problem. It's fine. 2 is more superior, but
Rob doesn't do difficulty.
nor does he come from New York.
Please tell me you get the reference that I'm trying to go for there.
I don't know.
Joey doesn't share food.
Oh well,
It's a Friends reference. Anyway,
I've never seen Friends.
you've never seen Friends.
No. I saw maybe a few episodes of Full House and some random episodes of Seinfeld. I haven't really watched a whole lot of this like comic sitcoms, and I've never seen an episode of Friends.
All right then. Anyway, yeah. So Kingdom Hearts 2 on Thursday, and more Final Fantasy 7 on Sunday, and then unfortunately, my stream schedule is going to get a bit light after that, thanks to unfortunate scheduling there. But we'll get to that. You should like just understanding that. Yeah. So I guess that's really it for me. Chris.
I'm still working on them videos. I'm in a mood where I'm actually editing them. I spent a lot of time editing the Earthbound episode that came out last week. I don't know if I'm going to keep videos at least on a monthly basis, but I'm going to try to be putting something out whenever I can and whenever I feel is correct.
Have you unpacked that World Ends With You episode yet?
Oh God, I still have to do that.
That's
on the list. I'm like bouncing between projects. Like I have a new, well, not new, but I have an Elements of Justice reaction because there's at least 3 more episodes that I did on my own. In one big ass session, and like the entire case is already done, and case 3 is about to actually start within the next few weeks, and I'm still not even done with case 2 yet, which is super great.
Can you just tell them to wait? You just ask them to wait. Just
yeah. Because I have that much control over the entirety of their team. Good lord.
Slow down a little bit at least.
No, I mean, listen, it's literally been over a year. It's on me at this point. It's entirely on me.
Right.
But there's that, there's Metopia, there's Earthbound, there's a project that I did on the side with Pooja, that I'm figuring out what I want to do with. There's lots of other mini side projects that I have on the side.
Right.
Sadly, one of the projects that I did with PJ, I don't know if it's even going to come out, which upsets me. Not because the footage was good, but because all the time put into it was but a waste. I'm sure PJ's going to be happy about that. But
is this due to a tech issue?
It's due to a tech issue. There's also like getting back to the shitfest, if that's even possible. I have a major thing I'm thinking of that, but that's not happening anytime soon.
Right.
But yeah, I'm jumping between projects essentially and going where my motivation is taking me.
That's very fair. No, the only reason I bring up the World Ends With You thing is that if I'm remembering my episodes correctly, this one's the bad one where we had a lot of tech issues, isn't it?
I don't know is the thing. It might be. Because I just remember I haven't gotten into it because I know I had to do some like finagling to make it work.
Yeah. This is the one was captured, but the other wasn't episode. I believe.
One was captured, but the other wasn't.
Wasn't it like the audio captured, but the visuals never got recorded or like corrupted or some shit like that? That was when we were fighting the two fucking Reapers that are our friends, but not really. Ozuki and what the fuck? What the name was? The fucking ginger. I think he was ginger. The ginger Reaper that like doesn't want to do work
with a lollipop.
Yeah, lollipop.
I have to look back. I actually have to, because I don't even remember what the problem is anymore. I just remember my brain wanted to repress going back to that episode, but I now don't even know why it was being repressed in the first place.
I believe I'm correct on that, but you let me know.
When I get to it, and I will confirm everything with you there.
Right. Oh, we gotta finish that series.
There's a lot of projects that I'm working on. Just that's the long and short of it.
But we have to finish that. And at this point, it might be remote.
It might as well be. Because at least with Neo, is Neo also co-op or no?
No, Neo is purely single player.
Okay, that makes things a lot easier.
Yeah.
And I think I might actually have it in the PlayStation Plus extra.
Yes, catalog. I believe that was in there. So you already got that down.
Yeah.
Although again, if we're going to do Neo, there's some lore shit that at this point I might just show you instead of having you go through it.
Are you talking about the anime?
No, I'm not talking about the anime. I'm just talking about the shit that happens in the extra content of The World Ends With You.
Oh, I mean, it depends. Because I wouldn't mind going through it even if I'm doing it by myself.
Okay, well,
I would have to actually just do it. That's the thing.
We'll discuss it then, because it is kind of a lot of work, but we'll discuss it. Anyway, so that's the video stuff. What do you got stream wise?
I want to get back to streaming, but I just don't know really how or when. If it's not like a Thursday stream with PJ
or Pokemon.
Or Pokemon. Well, yeah, Pokemon. I have to. I know I have to say it out loud. I just keep assuming it's a given. But given if Pokemon works out for the weekend, then it's gonna happen.
Like I said, I have work both days, so it's just like it's not like you got me to stand in the way.
True. I will have a funny story for the day that stream happens though, because Pokemon pulled a fucking IGN hardcore this morning.
Oh, right. Yeah, I also
super major spoiler right out the gate, and I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, that was something I needed to wake up to.
I got YouTubed really hard on that. I haven't finished the epilogue yet, so like I didn't know about it either. But oopsie, I got real YouTubed on that. Also, good night, Vicky. Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
Probably gotta go. I was just kind of shooting the shit on that.
That's fine. It's what we do. That's why these end slates never take the amount of time they should take, and why they almost always take longer.
That is true.
Because we're just shooting the shit.
Yeah, well, we got no game to play now, so see, I have no game to play at the moment.
So now it's a podcast.
Now it's a podcast. Yep. Yeah. In terms of Suzie and PJ, they're fine. They're around. Their channels aren't dead, but I haven't heard anything on either of their ends about what's going on. So I'm not going to be giving any false information. That being said, Vicky, or Actualized Gaming here, is getting their channel up and running. They, as I keep saying, they started off very strong with their cover of Kane's theme from Near Replicant, and it stabbed me in the heart in the best possible way. So please please listen to it. It was wonderful. And in terms of their first series, they are doing Majora's Mask right now. I think they're doing it recorded and edited in short bursts.
They're doing Majora's Mask edited, and then they were also doing Kirby.
I think that was a test. I'm 100% sure that was
I just remember seeing 2 streams of Kirby's Dream Land, and I was going to join them on stream, and every time I was going to join them, the stream was over. I'm like, damn it.
To be
I'm
fair,
too late.
To be fair, if they were doing it in short bursts, Kirby isn't necessarily the longest game.
You're telling me, especially the first game.
Yeah, I mean, didn't Pooja beat it in like 20 or 30 minutes when we were waiting to go to rehearsal after the Ren Fair? Or before the Ren Fair?
I believe it. I genuinely believe that if she did do that, but I have no recollection.
That was when you were trying to fix my OBS settings on the computer, and she was just playing Kirby.
Yeah, she could have just beaten Kirby's Dream Land in that amount of time. It really is like a 30-minute game.
Yeah,
from start to finish.
But yeah, no, definitely go give them some love as well. I also got other channels that I don't actively talk about down in the description. Everything is down in the description. So go check that out. As the description keeps getting longer and longer, as more of my friends can start their YouTube shit. But yeah, it's a good time. Like I said, if you're just here for Paranormasight, unfortunately, it is going to be a little bit before we get back to it because scheduling. It's not going to. The rest of this month is going to be Paranormasight lists. Hopefully, my schedule, even if it is like ridiculously non-consistent, hopefully it bounces in a way where I get another Monday at some point. But I have no guarantees for that. That being said, if you are here just for the content, thank you. If you liked what you see, obviously click that subscribe button, click that bell, even though if it only works like half the time. And I will see you guys over on the Twitch channel on Thursday for some more Kingdom Hearts 2, or I will see you back here on Sunday for some more OG Final Fantasy 7. But I've said that about 4 times now. So we're story looping at this point, so we're gonna end it here. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Good night, everybody.